Mute yourself.
What's good? It's your boy Jay Savage. I am here for a special Time for Toku episode. We are here with a special guest that we haven't scared away. Austin, how you doing?
I'm back, y'all. What's up?
And we also have Blackwing. What's up, bro?
What up, what up, what up, people?
And we have Chris
Yo, what's good? Glad to be back.
and Decca, of course.
Heyo, it's Deca.
Now, we can't have an amazing, awesome stream without the man himself, Mr. Awesome.
You're damn right.
I was gonna say, where you at, bro? Don't fumble the bag. We got the queen of the Discord / I don't know. What are you? Are you the queen? Do you want to be the queen? Yeah, you can be the queen. The queen of the podcast. I'm mad at that. Chelsea.
I accept this humble honor.
Yas Queen.
Until Shy comes in. What the fuck he said? We got Psycho.
Watch Kamen Rider. That's what I have to say.
Everyone watch Kamen Rider. And we got a returning member, Tenkai.
Hi.
What's up, bro? He's hi.
Hey, how y'all doing, everybody? It's your boy Tenkai.
AKA Kenny. Son of a bitch. All right.
Is
So-
it because he always dies?
Those of you may know there is a show that was once amazing, but the comic books are still amazing. The Flash. Now, there's a whole Flashpoint thing that goes on where Barry Allen runs to the past to save his mom and ends up messing up the timeline, and all types of things change. Like, we got people who was supposed to be a male got turned to a female. We got people who died that's supposed to be alive. We got people who become superheroes that was never superheroes. You know what I'm saying? We got bad characters that turn good, good characters that turn bad, and a whole lot of crazy shit happens. But the very smart people of this podcast was thinking, you know what? What if Power Rangers had a Ranger Point? And shit, let's fucking talk about it. So, first of all, I'm going to bring in Austin, Blackwing, Chris, and Chelsea. Why don't you start us off?
How do y'all feel about calling it a morph point?
No, I'm getting
Oh.
tired of the word morph.
What about grid
Grid
point?
point.
Yeah, grid point.
Ooh,
Grid-
grid point. That sounds
Great
better.
point.
I said it
Grid-
first.
Okay.
Yeah, we said it at the same time.
Grid point sounds.
But Chelsea said it better.
Sounds like a better name.
Yeah, that's nice.
I mess with it.
I say let the queen speak since she's the queen of the Discord and the
Oh,
podcast.
damn.
So the queen, your highness, your majesty, you have the floor.
Have at it.
Well, where do we start? You know, obviously the obvious point would be if they never turned Tommy good, but the comics kind of covered that. So to go beyond that, what if do you want to start with Zio? Or just pick a
Okay.
random season?
I say pick a random drastic point in Ranger history.
All right. What if Andros and Corone were never separated?
I
like
Mm.
that.
Talk about it.
I need you guys to throw in some input.
Okay.
We had so many ideas in that chat. I'm like,
All
boy,
right. You said Corone and Andros was
Andros were
never...
never so she's not the queen of
Yeah.
evil.
So I'm assuming since this is similar to Flashpoint, we gotta think of this as like a domino effect. So I'm thinking if Corone never got captured, I guess somewhere down the line, there might be a chance that Andros never would have became a
Yeah.
Power Ranger,
True.
or at least he never would have became a Power Ranger when he did. And as a result, he probably wouldn't have even met Zane, assuming they didn't know each other since they were kids. And eventually they wouldn't have had to, he wouldn't have met, he probably wouldn't have met TJ in them.
Huh?
And Dang, that might even affect stuff that happened before in space too. Like even stuff like Zeo and Turbo. I don't know if it would affect Mighty Morphin specifically, since Rita and Zordon were like trapped in their respective places, but I don't know. Maybe the Machine Empire wouldn't have been maybe the Machine Empire would have been bigger than what they were right now, or maybe Divatox. Maybe Divatox would have gotten a lot more done than she already did. And she was already pretty effective in those last couple episodes of Turbo.
Right. So basically, Andros being a ranger could have been a pivotal point. It's not like we know what he was doing before we met him.
Yeah, that's a lot more pivotal than I thought it was. God damn.
Exactly.
I got 2 points. 2 points from Lightspeed Rescue. 1 point, you could have Ryan stay evil a lot longer inside with the demons. Or, of course, my second point could be that Carter actually does fall into the shadow world with Queen Banshira and all the demons. Well, technically, that's kind of like a losing point as well, because if Carter and Queen Banshira fall into the shadow world, she still kind of lives, I guess, except, Carter dies, and then the Rangers will have to fight a full-on army of demons, and then, of course, flooding into Mariner Bay, and then they will end up losing.
Oh. That would have. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, and no Diabolico to to help them out.
Oh, then Joel and Miss Fairweather probably wouldn't have gotten married.
Yeah. Sad.
Dang. That's the worst part.
blowing my mind right now. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, that's dark.
You make the smallest change.
Man. Imagine how 2001 would have been when Jen and them had gotten back there.
Oh, Lord.
They try to stop ranting. Then they keep running into all these demons running around the city. They're like, oof, maybe Rancid coming back here wouldn't have changed as much as we thought.
No, Rancid
He
would have to
wouldn't even need to. The city would have been conquered
Yeah,
for the world.
Rancid would have gotten his butt whooped the minute he got there.
I don't know. I think he could handle himself against an army of demons. I mean, look at the guy.
Well, it depends on the size of the army. But you're
Right
right.
now,
Rancid could definitely hold himself on us against a good chunk of those demons without even breaking a sweat.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Wait, are y'all implying that if Astronomer was never evil, that it will affect the events of Lightspeed and Time Force?
Oh no,
Yes.
no, we were just on. Oh wait, were you?
I mean, it could.
Well, I
It
mean,
could.
it
I
would.
thought we
Right.
were on like
First of all,
Astronomer and Andros.
yeah, first of all, would the demons even get to that point? Because if there's nobody to stop Dark Spectre, then the universe got conquered by Clipter and all of them.
Maybe because if you watch the first episode of In Space, though, she was only chosen to stop, like, you know what I mean? She was only chosen to stop him because, like, she stood out. Like, I'm pretty sure they would have chose someone else if it
Well,
wasn't.
she was already. Well, I mean, because they raised her though.
Yeah, but at that point, if Astronomer wasn't like there or involved,
they would have chose someone else. It was like so many villains on that planet that they're on.
Exactly. So somebody would have taken over the.
I think Astronomer would have just became a ranger with Andros and Zane, maybe.
Yeah.
Because the Turbo Rangers, I feel like the Turbo Rangers would have showed up anyways.
Oh yeah, I was actually about to suggest that idea that Astronomer might have joined the team.
Because think about it, Zordon got kidnapped, not by Astronomer. So like Zordon would have got kidnapped anyways. The Turbo Rangers would have still showed up. But one of them
with no powers
would have had to stay back. Yeah, because one of them would have had to been a ranger. Unless
I just thought of
would have looked at Zane and thought, yeah, he ain't coming back, and then gave one of them Zane's morpher.
Okay, yeah. What if Zane never woke up?
I just thought
TJ would have been white.
No. We not changing that.
Oh Lord.
TJ to silver. Yo, we've never had a black Six Ranger.
Theodore J. Jarvis Johnson stays black.
Nah.
So he's one of the boys in blue.
Silver.
Silver
Zane
isn't
is
white.
silver.
What, you're not have him be one of the boys in blue? Wait.
Honestly, I feel like because TJ was technically the leader at the moment, then Andros would have just gave him the most powerful suit, which probably would have been silver. Because Andros would have looked at him like, yo, you remind me of my best friend, man. Here's the
Yeah.
silver.
Yeah.
It's obvious
Yeah.
TJ would have been silver.
I just
Yeah.
thought
But
of something though.
Astronomer probably would have been silver. And Andros would have stayed red. And then the regular Turbo Rangers get their regular colors. I
And
think.
where would Zane fit into all of this?
Zane
Guys.
would have been in that coma.
Still in
Zane didn't wake up
stasis.
to like episode 9, I think, right?
Yeah, like Ranger
Oh, yeah.
Point would keep Zane frozen.
Or dead.
Yeah,
As
Zane.
Fred.
Yeah, Zane only woke
Oh,
up.
then
like,
he comes
later on.
back as the new Magna Defender.
Also died.
Hey, I just thought of something though.
Spill.
What if it was Andros that got captured instead?
Right.
Oh no.
Honestly,
Then
the
Astronomer
season
will
would have
become the
ended
Red
sooner,
Ranger
though.
of that team.
Astronomer would have been a better Red Ranger. I'm just saying.
But would they have given it to her?
I mean, if Andros would have got kidnapped, then Astronomer would have definitely had the Red Morpher for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I wonder if he would have been
he
a
was a lot more-
stronger
I
build.
wonder how she would be.
I mean, she'd just be like
probably as
Lost
bubbly as
Galaxy
Corone
Pink.
was in Lost Galaxy.
I was just about to say that. Should have been just like Lost Galaxy Pink, really.
Mm-hmm.
Same character.
Just adorable.
Forgettable.
Okay, what if Mike actually became the Lost Galaxy Red Ranger?
Then Leo would have just been that extra side character.
Or Leo fell down that crevice.
Yeah.
Oh.
And he would become the Magna
Or better
Defender.
yet, Leo would have become the Magna Defender.
Mm-hmm. I feel like if that were to happen, if the roles were swapped, then he wouldn't have had as much of a effective mind thing on Magna Defender like Mike did. Because like remember when he was still trying to get his revenge, Mike was able to like persuade him sometimes or keep him to stop. I feel like if that was Leo instead, that probably wouldn't have been as effective, if at all. Or that probably wouldn't have happened. No, I'm saying if Leo had fell down that crevice and Magna Defender took over his like body and energy and stuff, he would have definitely gotten his revenge and wouldn't have been held back like Mike had held him back.
What if Mike died when he fell?
Oh my
Like,
god.
what if Magna Defender just didn't?
What Magna Defender didn't show up?
What if Psycho Green actually showed up in the In-Space Lost Galaxy crossover?
Or like a Psycho Silver.
Psycho Green.
That would have been done for. Wasn't Zane
Yeah, they're
Psycho
all
Silver?
Yeah, that was
Yeah, but that was
so
a fake.
funny.
Silver was fake.
Or better yet, what if like Premator from Mighty Morphin?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
The wannabe Ranger.
Imagine if they
Yeah,
did a
the wannabe
similar
Ranger.
thing with Zach's costume, turning it into Premator by taking Zane's Psycho Silver costume and turning it into an evil ranger.
Zane would have been down for the count.
That would have been a nice toy to sell.
Yeah. Be like,
Honestly,
hey,
though,
Psycho Silver, I thought you were a joke. No, I'm real enough to defeat you.
But let's take it back for In Space. So, if let's say we're all in agreement, right? The first question was, what if Astronomer never got kidnapped, right?
Yep.
So
Yep.
that would have caused her to become. Wait, who was older, Astronomer or Andros?
I'm thinking on twins. I'm honestly.
You think Andros was always like the leader when like Astronomer was around, or you think she gave like leader vibes?
I think Andros had that brother vibe.
So you think he would have stayed red and she would have not been red?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Well, one of y'all mentioned one of them being red and the other being silver. I would have liked to see that.
Yeah, I was gonna say Astronomer would have probably been silver.
Yeah, and silver
Andros
probably
would have been.
And then silver probably could have been leader sometimes. Red wasn't in the picture. Like
Actually, no.
How Zane
Because
was.
Zane always had silver. So,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So Zane would have been silver.
Didn't he wake up with it on his wrist?
Huh?
No, he woke up in the suit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, so he's already silver. That's his. But I'm saying Astronomer maybe would have been just like a Pink Ranger, and then the Turbos would have came, and then one of them would have been Shorter Morpher, and then Andros would have looked at Zane like that nigga ain't waking up, and he would have gave that silver right to TJ, and then Zane would have woke up episode 9 like, yo, what the fuck, man? And then, why is this Negro wearing my suit?
Nah, he didn't wake up. He didn't
Damn.
wake
would've
up
woke
because he got out of
up
the coma. He woke up because he lost his morpher.
He would have got the Billy Zeo treatment. I feel like.
Probably.
That would be funny.
Yeah.
His
He
body
would've
was too
stayed in
messed
the
up to
command
take in the
center doing
powers.
computer work, piloting the ship.
Speaking
Or
of
they would
which,
gave him a Green
That's
Ranger.
what I want to
motherfucker,
hear.
knows?
The grid
speaking-
point.
hey,
Billy
speaking of which,
becomes yep.
yeah, speaking of which, since you mentioned it, yeah, like Chris was saying, what if that explosion at the command center the first time? The fact that I'm even saying the first time is hilarious. But that first time the command center exploded, what
Mighty
if
Morphin?
the explosion didn't mess up Billy's like biological structure too much, and he was able to take the Zeo powers? Not
Jason
only
would've-
that,
Jason would have came back in town.
he was
like, yo, what's
with
up?
nothing to do.
Yeah. Don't forget, he was smashing Kimberly.
Oh my
I
god.
know y'all
No,
seen
no.
Turbo.
Hold up,
Yeah.
hold up,
Turbo.
hold up. Let's.
Why was he in the
clear-
middle of the ocean with
Hold up.
Kimberly? Come on now.
Let's
They was-
clear the air for that. Let's clear the air for that
They
real
was
quick.
together.
Nah. That's not my canonicity, whatever the word is.
That's
Mhm.
canon.
Kimberly
Heck,
was-
your
Kimberly-
head
That's
no.
canon.
No, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm thinking because
Hey,
of the comic.
first episode of Turbo made the movie
Listen,
canon. Just
No,
saying.
listen. This is what I'm saying because of the comics. Kimberly wasn't with anyone. She lied about finding someone else.
She was playing catfish.
Man, she didn't
Yeah.
want to tell Tommy he was
Oh.
smashing his best friend, obviously.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
would have
yeah,
been
that
so messed up.
I mean,
Well,
yeah,
yeah, why would
technically
you
that
tell
would have
him?
been
Ignored
more
her.
convenient for her, but she lied. There wasn't anybody else.
Let's
She
be
got
honest.
third.
Let's be honest.
She got
She
third.
broke up with Tommy through a freaking letter.
That's
and
because
on
she couldn't
vacation
text.
with
Letter.
Jason. But
I
she was
mean,
on
that's hard.
vacation with Jason. Come on now.
Ever heard of
Okay.
email?
All right, but so as far as the what if, basically, what if Kimberly and Jason hadn't been broken of that spell and destroyed the Turbo Rangers? They didn't
Then
even make it to space.
the movie would have
End
been
of
done.
the picture.
Well, nah,
I
because
was thinking that.
obviously Zordon had no problem picking new Rangers when Tommy
Yeah.
got his ass whooped. Yo,
Yeah,
you seen Tommy lose? He was like, yeah, these Rangers is washed up.
Oh, they're old. They need to go to college.
No, but I'm telling you, he was like, yo, Tommy's invincible. We're good forever. Honestly,
Well, how
found out Tommy almost died. I was like, nah, these dudes is washed the hell up. New kids, come on. New teenage attitude. You seen freaking Adam. I'm not Adam. Rocky breaking his back and shit. They're like, yeah, these people.
Bro, he
He
took
flung
one
himself
kick
out.
and went flying. I don't know how that kick made him go flying like that.
They
Man,
went
And then he
12.
Look,
And then he got
Look.
replaced by a 12-year-old.
Yeah,
look.
they went 12.
12-year-old
Listen,
was
Tom-
hiding under his bed.
listen. Tommy gets Tommy gets killed. You hear Zordon mumble under his breath, "Man, I knew I should have hired a black man as a Red Ranger. This is some bullshit."
And then
I
he
was
did.
The
talking to
second
Zordon.
time.
Then he did.
Yeah,
Turbo.
TJ just pops in around the corner.
Me?
No, but like if
Y'all hired?
if Jason killed Tommy and Kimberly killed, I mean,
Cat.
you think Kimberly would have killed the rest of the four?
Yeah.
She just killed
Bro,
Cat.
did
She
you
just
see
killed
her
Cat.
eyes, bro? She would have killed us on the spot.
You would've
Nah,
killed
She
me.
definitely
Kimberly
looked like she was mad at Cat.
She was ready to kill Cat.
She was
straight
like,
up.
this is
There
who
was a grudge
replaced me?
there.
She would have killed the people
Well,
watching the movie.
I mean, Larigo's wife broke the spell, right? So she would have eventually did it, even if she killed Tommy. Or even, I mean, Kimberly got the spell broken early, so she probably would have been good. It would probably just been Tommy. But even if he
yeah,
all he has to do is do his little finger thing, right?
yeah.
and then,
Tommy was
like-
in a little sticky situation right there.
I was gonna say Tommy's spell is gonna get Jason's spell is gonna get broken eventually. It's
Yeah.
just if it was too late, then we just had a dead Tommy.
Wah, wah, wah.
The other Rangers were fine. We would've
And
just-
then Rocky would have healed up and became the Red Ranger.
Rocky ain't never hit
Oh,
up.
hell
Yeah.
He a paralegic.
Rocky may have been healed up physically, but he was never healed up emotionally.
Nope.
Yeah, he
We
could have
never-
come back. He was like, "No,
Oh,
Justin,
yeah.
keep the power." And we
Yeah,
were
but
like,
we
"What?"
don't. We don't want.
Actually, yeah, I forgot about that.
Ninja still, yeah, he came
He
back in
said,
Ninja
"Nah,
still.
I broke my back. I am done. I did not think it would get that bad. I knew I was risking my life, but God damn, that hurt."
You know what he did? He just walked it off. Right off the set. Like, I'm good. I'm good.
He comes.
I'm good.
Wait,
Ah.
imagine if he like comes back. Like he's like, "Hey guys, I'm all good now." And then like
And
he just,
no.
and then he just sees this kid
Listen.
in like in his Blue Rangers. He's like, "The fuck is this?"
Nah, listen.
He's like, "Oh."
He gets better, but by the time he comes back saying, "Hey guys, I'm good now," it's when Justin looks at the rest of the Rangers flying off into space. Like,
Like,
what the hell just happened to y'all?
Like we just got our asses whooped.
why is
Big
Psycho
time.
muted?
He was that screechy noise. Did you hear that?
Yeah,
Oh.
I was about to ask about that.
No, I
I was like-
muted. Yeah, I muted Psycho because he had a weird noise.
I thought I did it.
Oh.
I was like, where's that coming
That
from?
was Psycho's. Yeah, I unmuted him to see if it was really him, and it was him. So I'm waiting for him to fix it
It
before.
doesn't sound like it's
Yo,
him.
there it go
It's
again.
No, it was him. I had to mute it. It was driving me nuts.
Well, I just heard the screeching, so.
Yeah, it was Psycho. I had to mute him.
It was like
Whenever he-
nails on a chalkboard.
Whenever he gets back to me in the chat and tell me he fixed it, I can unmute him.
Ooh, I got another Ranger point. This probably might be dealt with easily, but what if Master Org had the power to return the evil to past villains?
Hey,
Man.
Psycho. Bro, you gotta.
Is the noise still there, or
It's
Yeah.
still there.
oh, it's the fridge then probably, but
There we
Go
go.
ahead, though. I muted him and he didn't
Damn,
fix
you
it.
Vita really got that thought on my mind.
the fridge has
That's what
always
really
made
did.
that sound. I'm not sure. I
But yeah,
didn't know it was
continue,
that
though.
loud for
The
you.
show must go on.
Okay.
So what do you
Anyway.
mean?
Okay, so basically, majority of the villains, by the time at Wild Force, majority of the villains got their evil, erased from them or are dead. What if Master Org had the power to like literally bring them back?
Oh, so like Rita and them.
Yeah, from Rita all the way to, I wouldn't say Ranzik. Ranzik,
He turned himself in,
yeah,
and he still
I
had
was-
his like mutant abilities.
yeah, I would say I could say exclude Ranzik. It could be like, Ranzik, Master Org is like, come Ranzik, I know, the evil that you've done. I can give you what you really want, a paradise for all mutants. And
He's
Ranzik
like,
be like, nah, I
Yeah.
ain't with that. Like, I ain't part of that life no more. That's not me.
I ain't about that, kid. I ain't about that, cuz.
That would be wow. I hope somebody has the power to give everybody's Ranger powers back.
I mean, wasn't
Where's,
Jason able to get his powers back somehow?
Shoot,
mean,
where's
yeah.
the night when you need him? He can do
Yeah,
that.
it's like, where's the knight? He restored everybody's powers in Overdrive. Okay, now what if the Overdrive Rangers hadn't back?
If the Overdrive
Better
Rangers were
season?
good.
Or
Hey, hold on, I got
Oh, yeah.
one.
I remember you.
What
I
if
remember you
Hartford
talking about
became
that,
the Red
Chelsea.
Overdrive Ranger?
The team would have won. I'm just saying.
Bro,
early.
what'd you say, Becca?
If the dad
What
became
if
Overdrive.
Hartford became the Red Overdrive Ranger?
Bro, it wouldn't
Ugh.
even be a
Yeah.
full season. It
Who
would be a
would care?
special.
Bro,
Homie
the whole
would've broke
season
his
would have
back.
lasted 10 episodes, bro.
Would've been a
Homie would have broke
special.
his back. That dude.
Yeah, that
old.
was no.
Actually, you know what? He's not. Yeah, he would get it done because he didn't like go through the 20+ years of actually raising the kid, so his body
No, I'm about to
wasn't
say,
worn
he
out or
found
something.
them, didn't he?
No,
Didn't
he
he find
built
him the
them from
first time?
scratch.
He made him, and not
Dang,
the
he
way
wouldn't
that,
have become a
Pinocchio,
real
not the way
tell
boy.
that
you.
sons usually made.
Pinocchio'd
He
him.
ain't make them.
Yes,
Yes,
he
Yes, he
did.
did. He built
Yeah, he
him.
did.
Just not the way he was supposed to make him.
Remember the
He's, I
flash?
didn't have time.
Remember the flashback where he was like, he found it in like the cave.
That was the crown,
That's the crown.
All right, so
Damn,
we talking
not
about
the boy.
Back is the crown now, I guess.
Nah, Hartford didn't make the jewels because the jewels were ancient.
We
Well, we
talking
were talking about
he built
Matt.
Mac.
We're talking about
Mac,
the other
bro.
inanimate object, man.
Oh, what are y'all talking about?
Oh
Mac.
my god.
We
Yeah,
were like,
Mac.
he built Mac.
We're talking about Robot Joe.
Oh, I'm
Whatever
talking about
happened
the
to him?
damn crowns. I said
Did you
Hartford
just
would've
say
found-
Robot Joe?
Yeah, I said Hartford would have found the jewels if it was like the Rangers. We would have found them just like episode 10.
Or he
Not-
wouldn't
what
have become a real
Ooh.
boy.
Ooh. Now
how-
this isn't. Don't count
Real
this
quick.
as an actual topic, but like, what if the jewels of the Corona Aurora were parts of the Zeo crystal?
Ooh.
Yo.
They
'Cause,
would
like,
have
you
became
remember in,
Zero Rangers.
Have any of y'all remember the stuff from Beyond the Grid?
Yep.
You remember when they entered that like planet that was disconnected from everything else, and it was like a world full of those Zeo crystals?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
Ooh.
What if the
What, the
2017
original
movie
Zeo
got a
Ranger
sequel?
came from that? That's what you're implying?
Man,
Man,
that
that's
ain't
too
gonna happen.
We know
unrealistic.
who
Don't
Tommy
say
was.
that.
Flurious used both the crown and the Zeo crystals to become really powerful.
That would have
Oh.
been Ultimate Kuga levels powerful.
Oof.
Not really. Not really.
So you got to think about some of these powers, like the Dino Gems, the Energem, the crystals.
Ooh, man.
Chip Leonard.
Man,
His
Yo, Chelsea just gave me an idea. Okay, so
What if someone
combine
used the Energem and the Dino Gems together?
and the power coins.
Oh, I mean, does the Power Grid really count as something related to the only dinosaurs, though?
They do something. The
Yeah.
power coins actually do something.
They're considered dinosaurs.
Yo, when
Yeah, but we also
Keeper,
got like an eagle and a freaking dragon. I don't know.
I just
It
watched
is what
that
it is.
pilot episode, and Keeper gave those
Falcon, not
Energems
eagle. What the fuck?
to the dinosaurs, and I was like, were these dinosaurs supposed to morph, or did that come later?
Oh, do we get to be Power Rangers? No.
No, you become their pets. You're their pets.
I was like, what? What's
What if Mighty
happening
Morphin
here?
meant they're dinosaurs? Oh, that would have been cool.
All I heard was dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs are fucking awesome.
See, Keeper
Overused, but
Keeper originally gave it to one certain Tyrannosaurus Rex, but he was a little too soft, and he decided to like sleep for a few 100 million years. And over the years, he
Just
decided to
wreck
become
everything.
purple, and eventually he became smaller. And then they just nicknamed him Barney, and for some reason he was starting to go big. So
Barney is a dinosaur.
Oh no!
What
What?
if Keeper gave the Energems to fishes?
Oh, now I know what the Purple Ranger and Dino Charge is themed after.
hold up, what was Jay saying though?
Yeah,
I
what?
said, what if Keeper gave the Energems to fishes instead of dinosaurs?
Oh my God.
Like,
It would be
like-
I mean, he gave it to a
Hold on.
Plesio
I thought you
floor.
for a second I thought you said what if Keeper gave the Energems to Christians, and I was like, what?
No, the fish. Like, he gave it to dinosaurs.
I don't want to answer that question
What if
here.
he gave it to like,
Oh, come on. We taking shots at everybody. Why not religion? It's still
Like a
taking
dog.
Let's not go there, please.
Like
That
a
would be
dolphin,
Power Rangers Aqua Blast.
a shark, a whale,
Yeah.
And
Then
then
You're
you
literally
need the
describing our
brainchild
Aqua
of that.
Blast
You gotta be
campaign.
here if we're
A
gonna talk
shrimp.
about that.
Then there would be
A
crossover
shrimp
with
Zord.
Aquaman,
Yeah,
Yeah.
just have
Hey.
Aquaman call the Zords.
the
Listen.
Aquazords.
What if the Justice League became Power Rangers? Like they did
Oh,
with the Turtles?
Ooh. Teenage Mutant Power Rangers.
Yeah,
Teenage
Hey,
Ninja
that could
Turtles
work.
came back.
That could work. That could
No, I
work.
have
Mid-
Yeah, but
Spider
which
Pig.
versions though? They can't be the same one from Saban's era.
Okay, but could you
What-
imagine the 2016, 2014 Turtles teaming up? Like, they would be huge next to the
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
we could say the 2016 because remember in 2014 they were
bigger,
brolic as F, and now in 2016 they kind of
smaller.
I feel like the
debuff them a bit.
I feel like the 2016 Turtles are kind of the same size as like the monsters of the week that they'd be fighting.
Right.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
would
they
be
would definitely.
so damn
Yo,
interesting.
imagine King Sphinx getting bodied by the 2016 Raphael.
Oh, he would get dropped to the floor and
Oh
can't
my
get
god. His wings would get clipped right off.
Yes.
I was like, I can't get up. This reptile
Goldar.
ripped my wings.
Where
Now,
you
if they
at?
could morph, though, oh my god, this dude would
Cowabunga.
look hilarious.
Oh my god, yes.
Imagine Keeper giving the Energems to Ninja Turtles.
He needs
What-
about
what-
6 more Ninja Turtles.
I mean, yeah,
I
he
trust
did.
these
Yeah,
green
gave
creatures
it to
with the
Splinter.
Energems.
Here's the thing. What if he just got a Ninja Turtle season instead of Ninja Steel? Power Rangers?
Yeah.
What if Ninja Storm
Even a
and
cameo
Soda
would have
Ninja
improved
Steel?
that show.
Yeah.
Like the fact that
Speaking of Ninja Storm and Ninja Steel,
The
Like-
turtles can't even
what if
save Ninja
what if the Ninja Steel Rangers were a second branch of the Ninja Academy from Ninja Storm?
That
it
would
I
would
be
actually-
have been
I actually
better.
heard,
It'll fix
I
so
think I heard
much.
someone talk about how Samurai could have been a sequel to Ninja Storm, and it was actually pretty good.
Yeah, like Cam like branched off and had his own like
Yeah, like
create
Cam.
his own
At his
his
own
own
samurai
his own
academy.
clan.
That will actually make a lot more sense.
Maybe like the Samurai Rangers could be rivals to the Ninja Rangers because
I was
ninjas,
just
no,
about
samurais.
to say, do y'all know Ninja and
Let's
Samurai
didn't
are
go.
realize
two
that.
different things?
What if Antonio
everybody,
was
one
a
at a time.
You know how
Clearly talking.
you know how and Cam was the Samurai Ranger in like his team of ninjas? What if Antonio was a Ninja Ranger instead of just like Samurai Ranger? Because he's basically a ninja, but he can be like a Thunder Ranger.
I've seen
Like
things where people were like, what if it was Cam who trained Antonio? Because how the hell else did Antonio
Jaden.
just train himself to be a samurai?
Oh, no,
was a
I think it's
Especially if he's learning a
It's different.
technique that Samurai Rangers themselves can use. What was it called? The back sleeve style? Back sheet?
I think so. Back sleeve, backhand.
Oh
don't
yeah,
We're on,
reverse.
we're on
You mean
Ninja
reverse
Steel right
grip?
now, right?
Reverse grip, yeah.
The reverse grip
Yeah.
style.
We're on
Either
Yeah,
was
that's
still
similar
trained.
to
right?
the style that Cam used.
Right, so Cam totally trained Antonio.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
What if Tommy missed the arrow in the crossover?
Then all dimensions would have been taken over by Draven.
And Beast
Okay,
Morphers
what
wouldn't have
if
happened.
the
Is that what
old
you want?
Zords came back instead of
Is
just
that what I
fucking
want?
Zords?
Maybe.
What you mean?
Guys, what if Cat actually built Boom the orange suit?
What?
I was thinking of
orange
Cat?
Yeah,
SPD.
like what if they like made like an Orange Ranger suit and more
Yeah.
for Boom, and like they could shoot original footage. In fact, this could actually come into play in like the finale because in the first episode, Sky said, "One day our lives will depend on that great guy," referring to Boom. So what happened? So what do you think might happen if Cat made him a Morphin suit and he actually assisted the Rangers in the finale of SPD?
Hey, as long
When
as
it
he
came
doesn't
full
get killed as
circle.
quickly as Battle Cossack and Battle Fever J, I'm all for
Oh
it.
yeah.
Dang.
Wow.
Dang.
Okay.
Spoilers.
Dude did not have his suit with him and got gunned down.
At least he wasn't the first. At least he wasn't the first Miss America. At least he showed up.
Okay, but like, would Boom and Mick see each other and be like, wait, what?
Yeah. No,
I mean, they
no.
did
They're gonna
that.
do like what they did in with Battle
Thunderstorm.
Battle Kenya and Denzi Blue. They're gonna be like, aren't they the same person? No. What are you talking
No,
about?
no. Like,
Or
one
like
person-
with oh,
Dino Thunder.
yeah, the Dino
Thunderstorm.
Thunder Ninja Storm crossover.
She looks just like
Did you
me.
see
Oh my
that
god,
girl?
she's so
Thunderstorm, that's what
pretty.
the crossover's
But I'm
called.
so much prettier.
That was so funny.
that
Mm.
callback was hilarious.
Clever too.
Let
I
me
was
see,
trying to think
trying
of. I'm trying to remember what one of the other what ifs that we were talking about a few days ago.
Ooh,
I know
got
we
one,
came
I
up
got
with so many
What
good
if,
ones.
I
uh,
said Philly.
I got
said
What if
one.
Jason, Zach, and Trini never left the team?
That then nothing will change. It's gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah, but like if they never left the team, would Tommy ever become a Red Ranger?
Yeah.
No.
Would have been
no.
okay. Then who would have been the Gold Ranger? Couldn't have been Tom. Cannot be
Could've been
Tommy.
Jason.
It will still be Trey.
it would Ryan Steele.
Why? Wait.
Yeah, but
Why
Trey came
would
with
they
an
pick
illness when he
Tommy
came
as
to
a
Earth.
red over
Like he
Jason?
split into threes.
Quick question: why would they pick
What?
Tommy as red over Jason if Jason's still on the team?
Well,
Because,
because when Jason was technically still on
No,
the
they-
team,
like
they
the Zeo
chose
crystals
Tommy to be the
chose him.
leader.
Well, the Zeo crystals, I'm pretty sure chose.
Tommy
to go-
didn't lead till Jason left.
No,
Yeah, no,
technically
no, here's
Jason
the
was
thing,
still
here's the thing.
there.
No,
He just wasn't there.
Hold on. I'm pretty
They
sure.
would've
the
He
Zeo-
lost
didn't
like,
leave until
lot
like the
more.
second half of Turbo.
That's what I'm saying. Like
What?
Tommy led when Jason actually left the show, and they was using
Yeah, but
like
the Zeo
Yeah,
crystals
and
chose
that
Tommy to be
let
the
when the
leader,
team
though.
experienced the
because it was
biggest
only
losses.
listen, no, Tommy only led because it was 3 Rangers. It was Tommy, Billy, and Kimberly.
Yeah, but that
Kimberly
was
was
like
in Zeo.
physically. Physically, Jason was technically still there.
Yeah, but obviously Jason couldn't lead if he wasn't there.
I know, but we weren't supposed to know that. We were supposed to be dumb kids who didn't notice.
I'm just saying, when Jason was physically there, though, he was the leader, obviously.
You kind of mix
if
it.
he never left, he would have still been leading.
No,
You
no,
kind of
because
mixing the production side with the lore side a little too much.
the
Yeah,
Zeo crystals, like I said, the Zeo crystals chose the Ranger colors for each member.
What if the
They
Zeo
did-
crystal didn't exist?
Then
So
no
we
Zeo
skip Trey for
powers.
Turbo.
Yeah.
True.
We would have got Die Ranger.
Yeah, that would have been better. That would have been better.
Now,
That was my idea for season 2. Just why not?
If they-
ooh,
what if-
I got
What if they
another what
didn't do the Alien Rangers? What if they just adapted the Cocker Ranger suits and just made them the Ninja Rangers and without the Alien Ranger bullshit. Just
That would have been nice.
I
yeah.
was about to say,
Because
why not the Alien Ranger suits be the
I like
ninja
the
suits?
Ranger.
Then Rocky.
Yeah,
Then the whole thing with
actual
like
ninjas. Oh my gosh.
that actually
Then they
makes
could've-
sense. Because remember, Ninja
Yeah, but
was
what
the one
about
that actually
Ninja? Where did
created
that
the
leave
power
Ninja?
coins. So
And Pink
why
actually
not?
had one anyways. Pink was barely there during the ninja suit, so it would work out.
Exactly. Exactly. So might as well just
And you would have
unless they
never
get
had to go back to the Mighty Morphin suits.
You know
yeah,
what's funny is
or let's make Kimberly white, the White Ranger.
yeah.
Tommy
Well,
become
Tommy would have
red.
been white. They just got rid of the skirt.
No.
No,
they
just
couldn't
make
make
Tommy.
Is that
Just
what
make
you
Tommy
want?
red.
No.
yeah,
Yeah, white power. Is that what you
Because
want,
someone
Jay?
would have.
You got to think
If
about it.
someone would've
Y'all
said-
listen.
Then
Cat
there's
would
only
have never
5.
showed up if they
Sorry, go ahead.
adapted those suits. I was saying Cat would have never showed up if they adapted those ninja suits. They would have just not
Yeah,
had a
she could have. She could have.
And the thing is, there were
she
still
replaced
6 of them.
Kimberly.
So, and the thing is, there were still 6 of them. So one of them would have to One of them would have had to left.
That's why Kimberly was perfect to leave, and they could have went without Kimberly. It would have made
Yeah.
so much sense.
Wait, wasn't Kimberly kidnapped once?
And then Tommy
Yes.
would have worn a skirt.
Yeah.
What if they killed Kimberly? You think Tommy would have drove himself crazy
yes, and yeah.
and become Draken Part 2?
Yeah.
Huh.
Maybe.
Who
You know
straight up
what's funny
murder? Who straight up
about
murder Lord
the-
Zed?
Oof.
Yeah.
But what's funny about the MMPR Rangers too, because they have the Ninjetti, they could come back in a ninja crossover just as easily as a Dino crossover.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Don't give
Yeah.
them ideas. Wait. Nah,
They
word.
Give 'em
probably
ideas,
already
they-
have it.
Take that
Give 'em
idea,
ideas.
please.
They probably won't
I
even
still
do
see
it. Okay, I got another what if. What if the Lost Galaxy Rangers never made it out of the Lost Galaxy?
Oh
Then
my
the show
God.
would have made sense. With
Ooh,
the
the
name-
production for
name thing.
Lightspeed would have had to hurry up.
Was Lightspeed happening at the same time? That was so confusing.
Nah,
it
I don't
was-
think it would. No.
It was happening in the year 2000. Lost Galaxy and stuff was in 99.
I know, but like they made comments sometimes that made it sound like they were simultaneously occurring. Like
No,
even in
because-
Tommy's little clip show thing, he was like, "Meanwhile."
No,
Deep in space.
They just really had to cut things short with that clip, with that section.
Well, in the
But-
And they
crossover,
mentioned
Leo
Tanya.
went back and grabbed his sword.
Right.
Made
But
it
it's
seem
crazy.
like
Yeah.
he
But
was
it's
already
crazy
over
though.
with.
How do the Lightspeed Rangers know about Leo? Because when Leo showed up, Kelsey was like, "You're Leo, the Red Ranger." Like, how do
I
you
know.
know him?
I mean, that big
Red
eye.
Ranger
He
was
never
like,
been
"Oh,
on the Earth before, has he?
I was just
That's
thinking
a
about
good
this
question.
funny and also.
Say Leo is from Earth, but he not been to Earth as the Red Ranger himself. How
He
he
wasn't
know
even
they were the
on
Red
Earth.
Ranger?
That's the thing.
Well, they probably
he
had Ranger
was."
school.
But
Like,
I
it's
mean,
like
he's from
a
Earth,
base
but
thing.
he never been on Earth as
No,
the Red
here's the thing.
Ranger,
I don't
unless he
think that's
did like
really-
some kind of tour or something.
Ranger
No,
school,
here's the
man.
thing.
They
Here's the
know
thing, though. I
everything.
think I think I thought of something that could help fix that issue of the Lightspeed Galaxy thing. So apparently, I forgot what I was gonna say. Once you meet the Lost Galaxy Rangers, you apparently already know who they are. Because remember when Damon found, I don't know if that's how you pronounce his name. Yeah, Damon.
Damon.
Met, yeah. When Damon met Mike, he didn't know him. You don't know who he is. Why are you calling out his name when he's like dying or whatever?
yeah, that was so. I was like, "They're just."
Mike,
The fact that you guys are asking for logic in Power Rangers blows my mind.
you were asking for it too.
That's why I'm
Well,
I
there's
was-
just
figuring.
so much.
was
They're
trolling.
like, but I can't even remember. There's something I just thought of, and I was like, what was the backstory there?
Hey,
I
what
said
if
Lightspeed
Billy?
had Ranger school. I was trolling.
I was trying to change the subject because I know
Ranger School in
it just takes too damn long.
For
I
like
mean,
the
Billy was
before
fourth
we
season.
had a
Phantom
Ranger
Ranger.
history class.
right.
Apparently so.
They were like, "Don't you know your Ranger history?" I would have been Zoe, been like, "No,
I
No,
was laundry.
you gave me this morpher."
I'm just trying to pass the
Even
class.
Gemma knew who Keeper was. And again, he probably is like some of
No,
your
Zoe
sons. He
was a
probably got
Ranger class though.
I'm
Or
taking
Ranger
this class on financial aid. Thank you. I'm just trying to pass.
Honestly, and he's from a different dimension. Like, why do you know about this anyway?
That's
What
a
do y'all
good
think of-
How
question.
the hell did Ryback even got back all those Ranger weapons?
Right?
Hey, that's
Like,
his
he's
business.
so
Don't
tough.
worry about it.
Ranger.
Okay, where did Lord Zed's staff came from? Where the fuck did that been?
What do y'all
Probably
think
right.
about Billy? What do y'all
Didn't
think
his
about Billy?
staff disappear when he turned human? Now
Yeah.
that I'm thinking
He
about
never
it.
had the staff when
Wouldn't
he
Thrax
was.
had it for some reason?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I wonder if
Well, yeah.
Thrax
Oh
was
wait.
supposed to be
I
from
think
like
there was
the
an
future or
explanation on
something.
Twitter. Let me see if I can
Hey.
find it real quick.
Well, I guess that makes sense why he have it. If Thrax got it, because Thrax was trash. Of course he got defeated.
Thrax just took 2 kicks from Sentinel Knight and got yeeted.
I thought he
the
got taken out by
Thrax,
Adam.
like,
Do you think Rita and Zed's marriage would have been affected badly if they didn't have a son?
Nah.
when did they have time to have a son?
That's
I
what
don't
I'm still
get
trying
that.
to figure out.
I will
Like,
never
when-
understand that.
Like, when did they have time
Okay,
to
so like
reproduce?
as soon as they got married, and then they raised him over the course of Zeo, then Turbo, and then in space, and then up until in space, and then he. Wait, who raised him
Look,
after
I
that?
only got Look, I only
Wait,
thought.
actually,
I
you
can
know
only
what?
think-
I think I found the perfect point.
Look,
I think
I can
found
only
the
think
perfect
one of two things. I can only think of one of two things when it comes to that. Like one of two alternatives. Either, well, one of three. One time would have been right after they got married, of course. The other time would have been during the Turbo movie or sometime.
Exactly.
after
That was my point. That was my
Because
point.
because think about that. Why do you think Zed was sleeping so hard?
They would probably just got done
Oh.
making babies.
Okay, but my point there
They
is
were
that
like,
that
yeah,
kid would be
Why just let
This is
them
my
pumping
third
out
thing. This is my
loads?
third thing. This is my third
that
thing.
kid would be 12.
This
I
is
got
my
a
Probably
point too.
Okay, but this is my
Yeah,
third
so
thing, though.
the monsters can age differently, though.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Real
I
So
quick,
he's
my
like,
point
what,
is better than
1200?
all your points.
There's one other thing that there's only one other alternative that could have happened. They had hooked up a long ass time ago.
That's what I think happened.
But guess what though? When they all turn human, wouldn't Thrax turn human too? When that
Right?
makes so
Like,
much
why
sense.
I'm
was
pretty
he
sure he
not?
was. I'm pretty sure he was born
No.
before the Z wave happened.
Yeah, he was born before it happened, but he was stuck in that dumpster, so he managed to
He would have
miss it.
still turned human.
Again, probably age faster.
Why was he in the same dumpster? Like who put him there?
reference
And I
only.
thought it was funny.
He's
You
never
know-
fought a Ranger team until Overdrive, so
He
who
got-
put him there?
I'm like, why you got to put him in the
It was
same
the
monster
Sentinel
like
Knight.
dumpster like his mother was?
He got a little
He thought it was funny.
slick side in him.
He was looking
Got a
for his
little
mom
mean
and
type of
shit,
humor.
so.
You know, the same way like the Machine, King Mondo and them were like, we only have this one great son. And then halfway through the show, they were like, oh, there's our other son. And I was like, you just made a big deal about only having.
Hey,
You
I
just
said only
made-
had one great son. There's a
Yo,
difference.
Leo was savage, so he blew his son up. I'm like, damn, the kid died too. The kid ain't evil. He's just following his parents. Like that was fucked up.
Sprocket's a brat.
Man, y'all remember that? I just remember this one time in this one scene in Zio where it was like, in earlier episodes when there would be like a segment with the Rangers at the beginning of the episode, then right before the commercial, there would be a scene with the villains trying to make a plot.
Yep.
And then there was this one episode where King Mondo and Queen Machina were talking, like making a plot. And then after Mondo made up this idea that they thought was good, Machina was acting like so flirty. And he said, Machina, please, not in front of the boy. And then the kid's like, not in front of the boy, that's me.
No.
Machina trying to get frisky.
How?
Wasn't a
Yeah,
fraud.
like, wait.
How can you do that? Not in front of the boy. He just said that. Bad
I'm pretty sure they built Sprocket and Gasket from scratch. I'm pretty sure.
Is that an innuendo?
Hey, you never know.
I don't. That's why I asked.
It could be.
You know, like, so if Elgar was Divatox's nephew, why did he get destroyed but she get saved?
Who wants to save him?
I guess
Me!
maybe that could be like Demetria is Elgar's mother.
Yo,
Since
Elgar and Rito would have been pretty funny together.
they could be long lost cousins. They could be cousins.
But like, why? Like, yeah. So why everybody that was a monster, like they killed Ecliptor too, and you were like, but why?
I guess
We don't
they wanted to
that
save.
loss.
Wait,
save the
who
hum-
thought Rita
save-
was funny in the first place?
No one.
Rito.
Yeah, who thought he was funny in the first place?
Me!
Not really. I thought he was threatening.
I had a straight face the whole time.
He was
watching
both.
him.
Oh.
Ciao, baby.
I suggest you make time.
I don't watch Power Rangers for comedy.
Nobody
What
does.
happened to
Who
Rito
does?
during Countdown to Destruction?
He said
Unless you're
what?
watching Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, or RPM, nobody watches Power Rangers for comedy.
I was
They
gonna
just
say
have
none
that
of those
funny.
was
Or
that
Wild
funny either.
Force. Wild
RPM
Force
was
has
the
some comedic
funniest.
moments.
You know what? Yeah.
Oh.
Y'all remember at
RPM was funny though because it made jokes that we all made jokes about, like
Exactly.
outside the show. No other show
Exactly.
did that in Power Rangers, which sucks. But like the exploding joke was funny. You know what I mean? Or the
You cruise
spandex,
I find
around
the
and
funny.
pretty funny.
I think I find the funniest moment. This wasn't even a joke when Scott was like when he was in front of Summer's parents, how they just snuck into the garage. He was like, "I don't care who you are, you two out of here." I'm like, "Oh." He was like,
No, my
"You two
favorite
out of here."
that whole episode. I love those episodes. My favorite one is just them knocking on the name Chad. Like nobody likes the name Chad.
That's a stupid name.
it's such a white.
Or it was Chad. I think it was Chad, but still, it's bad.
Who else loved
like
when the old dude died?
Love when the old dude
That
died
gets
in the
my heart
beginning.
every time.
The
Oh,
maid.
man. Oh,
Wasn't
man,
it Butler?
It was
The
the
No, he
butler.
butler.
died. What are you talking about?
He
The butler
died.
who's alive in Dino Charge.
Yeah,
No, the butler from RPM.
Yeah,
No,
I
I
know
know
he
he's
died. What
alive
are
in
you
Dino
talking
Charge.
as a
Wait, he
crossing
came back
guard.
for Dino Charge?
He's in.
No,
He's a
no,
crossing guard. Yeah.
that's his actor. That's
No, I
Yeah,
mean the
that's not
actual
him.
character died. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
no, it's a different universe though. You could totally be the same guy.
I mean,
You
I
could be like a
guess.
doppelganger.
Hey,
Right.
let me have my first Power Ranger death, okay? Let me celebrate.
oh, that was
What?
People dying
You
on
want to
Power Rangers. We
celebrate?
need more of
He
it.
was celebrating it while I was over here crying. What is wrong with you, Jay?
Bro, we
It
need
was
more deaths in
tragedy.
Power Rangers, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Hey,
Yo,
That's how you know
sometimes,
RPM was dark.
hey, sometimes we have to make
So
happy.
Wouldn't it
weren't
be
you
dope? Like,
weren't you paying attention when Cole's parents got murdered?
Oh, I enjoyed
that's-
that.
That was off screen. That was like an origin story. That doesn't count. You didn't
It's
get
I
to
was
see
gonna
it
say-
happen.
It's
In my
still in the
defense,
story.
though-
Okay,
Of
what
course
about
it
It's still in
Alphabet
the
Soup?
story.
That whole organization was doing something.
Listen though, when Wild
Who?
Force came out, bro, I was only
Alphabet
like
Soup,
2 years
the
old.
organization that kidnapped Dr. K
Hey,
and
I'm not
Gem and
I
Gemma.
wasn't even born.
I'm not gonna lie. I think looking back, I think this is why I kind of enjoyed Master Org. But for some reason, I think the cynical
to
part
kill
of me as
people?
a kid kind of enjoyed Cole's parents' death.
You sound just
Just-
like him, and I
just because
enjoyed
I'm-
every minute
What
of
are
it.
you, Joker?
Yes.
Look,
Join the dark side.
Listen. I didn't know who they
The
were.
Joker.
I didn't know why they showed that scene. I just thought it was interesting, and I wanted to know more.
I'm like, ooh, it's getting juicy. Tell me
Dark
more.
side.
I just
Pretty
wanted
much.
to know why Master Org was acting all Wildvine on him.
I want Rangers to die.
Wow,
Oh, Wild One, I get it, I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
like how Sentai did, you know, like when the Yellow Rangers was getting killed.
I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
We need those. Like,
I
for
mean,
example,
the Wild Force Rangers kinda did die, kinda.
Oh,
No,
the Gal
they were
Rangers.
They were just knocked out cold. The
Huh?
Gala Rangers, however,
Yeah.
they got a pretty bloody death.
Yeah.
They got
Especially
mild.
Blue.
real
Especially
quick,
Blue.
Oh,
quick.
Blue?
He
I'm gonna go
deserved
down
it.
this real quick,
Hold up.
and like
What's up?
I'm gonna let y'all know who I will enjoy dying on each season. Like if we
Oh,
had one
Lord.
Ranger death each season, that would have been fucking dope. Like for example, Mighty Morphin.
Eh,
I'm
All of them could
sorry,
have died.
I'm gonna
but
be
it was
honest.
me.
What would
Sorry,
you
I'm gonna
say?
be honest. If it was like one each season, it would have been that as interesting. Since it
Yeah,
just
because it would keep
The
happening.
whole
since
season,
it's
you would've
happening
been
every
watching-
time.
Yeah.
I mean, like the whole season, though, you'd have been watching.
Hey,
Like,
Jen,
oh,
who did you want to die on Mighty Morphin?
Real
What were
quick.
you
Yeah,
saying?
because
I'm gonna get there, but like, think about it. It would be like each season, everyone would have a theory on like which ranger would die. And each
Oh,
season
I see
would be,
what-
like a
okay, yeah.
ranger you don't expect. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
It's like you're like a
Like
who
Skin.
done it, and you pick your
You
favorite.
get it.
Well, you
So
never
You
sort of
mean like
how-
you
you never
call in
know.
and you vote them off?
Yeah, you
sort
see,
of
you're
how-
like,
Come on, what is it? Power Rangers solo drama?
well, no,
No,
I'm not saying like that, but I'm saying like you know how you have your favorite ranger, and then you're just waiting for
Yeah.
them to die, and you're like, no, I picked the wrong one to love.
kind of sort of like how
More plot twist. Some
how they
seasons
did in
will kill
season
two.
4 of Arrow when
Yes.
they kept trying to guess who died and it ended
And
like
praying it was Felicity.
Power
What?
Rangers
No,
Battle
right.
Royale.
no.
Yes.
I did not want it to be Felicity. I mean, I didn't
What
want
do
it to
you-
be Laurel either, but
Felicity, man.
Okay, to answer Deca's question though, like Mighty Morphin, I'm sorry, But yeah, I would pick Trini to die because
What?
out of listen, hear me out.
Oh,
Out of the
That's-
six
that's
Rangers,
Hang
though,
on,
she was the
different.
least.
hang on.
That's a double negative.
She was the least
Listen.
interesting though out of the six.
Yeah, she was. She
Oh,
She was the
was.
least interesting out of the other six. Let's be
I mean,
honest.
to be fair, like as
Zach,
much as I
Billy,
love,
Jason, Tommy
Not
was
me.
more interesting than her.
yeah, I'm gonna be real. Like I prefer Trini over Kimberly, but at the end of the day, they didn't really give her much to do.
I was about
But
to say,
I
I'm
feel
Kimberly
like,
all day.
but
Kimberly
I
over
feel
Tommy.
like, if they were to do that, and they were to kill Trini, that would have been like a good push for them.
So we got Trini out the way. So Zio, I'm
Wait,
sorry,
would there
but
be
Tanya.
would there be a
If-
second death because they've replaced them with 3 more?
Well,
Nah,
that's
I'd
if
vote
they
for
never
Tommy.
replaced them.
Nah.
Like if it was an
I
actual
vote for
show.
Tommy's death. Like
If
he
it's-
tried to sacrifice himself with the remaining power he
Like
has
I
left.
said earlier, Kimberly.
Would you
Yeah,
have
I
killed the
got-
ladies?
You would have killed Kimberly off?
Yeah, when they kidnapped her, it would have drove
Texas.
Tommy
Oh,
crazy.
okay.
No, that's whack.
that way
though. I
she
want, like,
wouldn't
a
dump
good death,
Tommy
though.
over a letter.
I want a sacrificial death. Like you sacrifice yourself. Like you charge into like.
Oh,
That's
okay.
not what I thought you
Rosette
meant by
staff or
sacrificial
something.
death.
I
I
thought
would
you
say
gotta go
make
out
the
with a bang.
sacrificial death
I
by
gotcha.
Billy. That would be lit.
yeah,
That would-
Billy.
oh.
That would be
I was
dope.
thinking-
You want
I was
Billy
thinking
to die? Why?
No, but like he sacrificed himself, and like Billy will get respect he deserves. You know what I'm
The
saying?
one
Then you would
ranger
look at
that's been there
Trini
since,
like, damn, it should have been you.
I mean, the one. No.
Did it? Okay,
All right,
nah.
all jokes
That
aside,
goes
though,
too far.
because she died, is that why you saying it? Because come on,
Yes.
she was just because she
Yeah.
died, don't make her the best ranger. Like she was not. Let's be real, she wasn't.
Yeah, let's.
People put her.
She's only
put her in
somebody's
like,
favorite because her actress died. That's probably not the reason.
that's weird though. Like people put her in their top 5 rangers, and I'm like, how? There's like over 100 rangers. Why is Trini in your top 5?
Because she can
I mean,
climb a
zero
cliff.
sense. That makes
So?
0 sense.
That's to understand what Billy was saying.
That makes 0 sense, bro. That Trini's in anyone's top 5. I'm just saying they didn't. It's not her fault though. They just
I mean,
didn't
she
give
was
her.
my
No.
first
It's not
crush.
her-
That's
Not
all
my
I can
personal
say about
favorite.
that.
I mean, to
But-
be fair, some people could have it in their top 5, not just because of
How?
her death, but maybe it's just for. I mean,
You can't
different
justify that.
preferences.
Besides,
I mean,
that,
just because, like, if they,
But
I
I mean,
think they're trying
aside
to
from
say,
different, aside from different
Yeah, I mean,
preferences,
she was
Like I
a
said.
climb, she was pretty agile, and she was good with her weapons.
all right, Austin,
mean,
I'm gonna ask you
it
this.
just it
What
just
if-
goes no, it just goes to the what am I not profit the subject of just that's just
Like-
who they preference. Maybe not even because
they're
of their
talking about
death.
just who they like, though. I
Are
don't
you-
think that it's
so you're
like an
going with
objective
preference?
thing.
You're going with
They're going by like
preference,
preferences.
Austin?
Like they're not
I'm
talking
not
about like
saying
who's
she's-
objectively good, but like
I'm not saying she's in my top 5. I'm just saying maybe
Oh,
people
no.
just do it just
Alright,
because they
what
prefer
about-
it.
Real quick, what about what's his name from Overdrive? What's the Blue Ranger name?
Dax.
Dax.
Right.
Okay, so if anyone put
Oh, you
Dax
said
in their
Overdrive,
top
no,
5,
idea.
will you agree with that?
No,
No.
but I
No.
wouldn't
What if
care.
the actor died? Think about it. If that actor died, he would have been in people's top 5, though. I'm just saying. If he
Nah,
died, he
bro,
would have been in
stop.
people's top 5.
Yeah, but at the same time, I mean, that's not my opinion, so I can't really have any word on that.
It shouldn't.
I don't think
listen, it's
anyone
just,
would
he
put him
shouldn't
in
be
the
in
top 5.
anyone's opinion.
I don't
He
even
sucks.
care.
Yeah, I don't
If it's
think
not
it's
my-
been anybody's
saying-
Hey,
top
if it's
5.
not if it's not my opinion, it's none of my business.
No, we got the right to judge anyone who put.
Yeah,
Dax
that's like-
past
No,
that's
we
like saying-
don't. No, we don't.
I mean,
It's
we
like saying-
have to show them better seasons. I
Yeah,
will put-
it's like saying Tokyo is one of your favorite Sentai's. You just don't say that. That's just wrong.
well, not.
They
I'm
like-
not saying that.
they
But
like
I mean,
season
like,
is different though. The season,
But I
the
mean,
whole
like-
season is different. I mean, like
But I
an
mean,
actual ranger though.
I just mean like chastise people because of
Wait, who just
who you
hated
don't,
on
just because of who
Tokyo?
you don't
Hold
like.
on. Who just hated on Tokyo? That's one of my top 3.
I was gonna
You're
say
wrong.
seasons are different. Overdrive can be anyone's top 5 as well. A
Yeah,
season
and that's
is
what I'm
different than a
Yeah,
ranger.
and that's what I'm saying. Like anyone can have like whoever they want as their top 5 just for whatever,
Not
reason,
Rangers.
even if it's not for like a certain actress's death or anything.
I don't even
That's
know
just
why
up to
she
them.
is in people top 5, but she is. It's crazy.
Or maybe they're just simps.
It's like- but all right, so we're all in agreement. We'll kill Dax. If it was Overdrive. Right. We will kill Dax in Overdrive.
Okay,
Yeah,
then who
y'all-
would die in
Yeah,
Ninja
y'all
Storm?
go ahead and kill Dax. I'm
And
not
Ninja
gonna-
Storm?
And what?
Ninja
Who would
Storm.
die in Ninja Storm?
I will
no.
kill. What's his name?
Cam.
No.
No.
Hear
Nah,
me
nah,
out.
don't.
Hear me out.
The blue, the
Hear me
navy
out.
blue.
Thunder Blue.
Listen,
Thunderstorm
Yup.
Blue.
listen.
Wait.
Why?
I was
Hear
thinking
me
that
out.
too.
Give me
I would
say.
kill Hunter.
Hear me out. I'm
No.
doing this for the same. I'm doing this for the
Give me
same reason as
sense then.
Trini.
Make more
Because
sense.
Because
Give them
if
something to do.
listen, because if Cam dies, then this would be even more than Trini. That would have been the push that they need to do even better, because they relied on Cam a lot, both before and after he became a Ranger, especially on the technical side. So
Real
Y'all-
talk
they
though,
had to
that's
do
smart
it.
though. Yeah, for
I would have
Y'all-
gone with
show wise,
Guinea pig
that's
Cam.
smart to kill him.
Not
We
guinea
all
pig.
wouldn't want him to die, but it would be like one of those surprises that hit us. Because our season
Yeah.
we can't all have what we want. Like for example, Cole dying in Wild Force would be perfect. Like we all don't want him to, but him
That's
dying
actually
would
my
be
choice.
so much.
That was
fun.
actually my
I mean,
choice.
I mean, I don't
care.
want anybody to die.
Bro,
I
if
do
Cam
every season
died,
kill someone.
I was gonna be like, no.
Cam died,
Well,
his
so far,
dad
so far,
became
Save that for
alcoholic.
until
It's
you
not
mentioned
like Wild
Cole,
Force.
Save
There's
that
a
for
lot
the
of talking
CW.
over people. Let someone talk
until you mentioned
one at a
Cole, I
time.
was like, why are we killing all the Asians?
Wait, Cole is
Yeah.
Asian?
Man, I didn't even think about
I
that.
thought
I
he was
didn't say
Hispanic.
anything. I didn't say anything.
Cole is not Asian.
Until you said Cole, we had
Yeah.
killed Cam and Dax and Trini.
Well, yeah, I'm saying
I
like if each season had like a powerful death, it would like raise the stake of trying to figure out who would die each season. But
Well,
I
you know,
think
Okay, so who would be
Mac
the
had
wisest
died.
to kill off in
Taylor.
Time Force?
To be,
Time
oh
Force?
yeah,
Taylor's
yeah.
definitely
Oh,
Eric.
God did have the death.
y'all
Eric.
not
You're right,
y'all not
Chelsea.
gonna like this, but I'm gonna go with Trip. Like I feel like
I was
Trip
no
should-
Eric.
Oh, that would
No,
hurt.
That
no,
makes
no,
sense.
no.
Yeah, that
That's
would
the
hurt.
plan.
Trip is a good
Nah,
choice.
I'll go with Trip. Trip was always more of a guy who was willing to make the bigger sacrifice.
I was Eric.
Trip
Yeah.
is the heart of the show, so I'd be like,
Yeah.
it would be like
Willing to
killing
die
Peter.
No, because Eric, there's already a
talk
thing
over
planned
each
out for
other a lot.
Eric. So
We all
Cop
expect
out. We
Eric to
already
die,
know
though.
if
That's why they
Eric could
wouldn't
have
kill him.
died.
I mean, yeah, Eric was supposed to have died, so that would have been a little
and he should have.
That
predictable.
footage
come on.
still exists
But
somewhere.
Trip-
Someone need to find it.
But
Think about
this
this
again,
though.
this-
If the show been killing people off each season, we all would have watched Time Force and went like, "Yep, Eric's gonna be the one to die." So it would
Yeah.
suck if he died because we would have called it
Okay,
already.
so then let it be Trip then. Let it be Trip the one who died.
That's what I'm saying. Trip is the heart
Yeah.
of the show. Kill him.
And like I said, going back to that idea of just giving that push that the rest of the team would need, Trip is the perfect choice for that.
Lightspeed,
Again.
Ryan dies.
I said it.
But Trip's death would
You-
definitely hurt a lot.
I think
I wouldn't know who to kill off for Lightspeed.
Ryan,
That'd be so-
Like,
I say
the,
Carter.
if he
Yeah,
fell off
Carter
the cliff
would
as
hurt.
a kid.
I said the Pink
Carter
Ranger.
would definitely hurt.
I think
I said the Pink Ranger.
if we did like
Maybe Ryan probably.
Let Chelsea talk. Let Chelsea talk.
I was gonna say, I think if we did RPM, it would have to be both Dylan and Ziggy for it to like really hurt.
Ooh.
Or at least
See,
it's
I was
Ziggy.
thinking Scott.
I actually thought of that, but I didn't want to say
No.
it.
I was
Or if
like,
it was
maybe
just
not.
Ziggy.
Yeah,
Well,
Ziggy.
Scott would have
Or
made
Dr.
sense, but wouldn't
K.
have been as impactful.
Yeah, Ziggy was their heart.
What if-
died.
Yeah.
What if it was none of the Rangers, but instead it was Dr. K?
Oh.
It would not
Sacrificing
affect me
herself
at
to
all.
defeat her biggest
Well, you know,
failure.
Gemma and Gemma got dusted like Thanos.
No, yeah,
They-
kill them.
No, they were
Let them die for
cyberized.
real.
Like,
That would have been sad.
You know, you should have died in Overdrive.
All of
Mac
them.
already
All of
got-
them.
Yeah, Mac
Oh,
already
bro.
died.
Yeah.
Matt.
Yo, in Ninja Steel, they all die.
I would
Yo,
just-
Damn.
they
No,
all
that's
go
when
into
they
the.
decided at the end of the series. It's like, okay, we're done with Ninja Steel now. It's time to party.
Okay, who would have died in Samurai then? My money's
Jaden.
on Kevin.
It would have been Jaden.
Ooh.
No, it would have been
Hey.
Jaden. Like, I like Jaden, but
Oh,
it
yeah,
would have made
Jay-
the most sense.
Jaden would've
Exactly.
Been, yeah, Jaden would have been a good
Okay,
choice.
okay. Going on the
Can
trip.
y'all imagine
hey,
though?
Being
Like,
off the heart,
if-
I would have gone with Antonio.
Hey, I finally thought of a what if, and y'all just gave me like this entire topic just gave me a great idea for it.
All right, shoot.
So I've thought about this for like years, honestly, and this is about Megaforce. So I'm gonna try to. So, well, I can keep this to a very bare minimum of a nonstop complaining about Megaforce, but I don't know if y'all can. But let me just bring it up. What if Megaforce sort of had the FlashPoint idea that we're talking about, but it goes like this. At the end of their season, like before the Armada even shows up, or maybe because the Armada shows up, they lose and they all die. Then,
that'd have been more realistic.
and then,
Yeah.
and then cut to Super Megaforce. The season starts almost the exact same, except instead of getting the first set of powers that they have, they get the legendary powers. And then throughout the season, they get these weird like glitches or vibes of their memories, remembering certain things happening.
Oh,
Oh, that would've been
snap,
awesome.
that's
Also, like
trippy.
So
zombies.
the Megaforce
And
team
then-
would have been
and
amalgamation of
listen,
every single team.
Listen, and then for the mid-season finale, it's the same thing as the original season finale, and they lose again, but with those set of powers. But this is where I'm a little. This is where I haven't decided it yet. Either the original set of powers, the team with the original set of powers, either intervenes or they do lose and die like they do before, but the two teams meet up in like this sort of afterlife, like Cheetah Nick and Jay were in their
Yo, that is
at GoBusters
trippy.
movie. And
Sure.
they all, and then I don't know what would lead up, and I don't know what would lead up to this, but it would eventually lead up to the big bad, which is that Cross Fuhrer guy from the 199 movie from Go Ranger. He has the Ranger keys. He somehow got the Ranger keys and was using that and used all those Ranger keys, and the two alternate realities had to team up and fight against the Ranger key clones. And that's
So
just
I'm hearing
and that's just
of Megaforce.
yeah, and that's just the
I'm
pen.
good.
Ooh, okay, I got it now. The villain that killed him was the villain that killed him in the first season was the Cross Fuhrer guy, and they had to team up to defeat him and the Ranger key clones. But since they defeated him, the Super Megaforce team are erased from existence since things are back to normal.
Ooh,
And that would eventually lead to the big war that they were trying to build up to.
Listen, Austin, we're tired. We barely got 2 seasons of Megaforce.
Dude, why aren't you a writer on Power Rangers?
I mean, why aren't we all
Because
hired
I'm an actor.
Hasbro?
Y'all don't want me hired.
Your
I
Hasbro
want to be
Power
hired.
Rangers.
Hire me.
Y'all don't
I
want me
got-
hired. I'm
look,
killing Rangers.
I got
I
ideas.
don't want to be the party pooper, but I'm sorry if I am. Because let's be real, if we were hired, we'd be doing like too much fan service for like a standalone for a season standalone.
I mean,
Yeah.
Beast
It's
Morphers got the
true.
fan service. Beast Morphers got the fan service.
Yeah, but
I
they
had,
didn't do too much. But they didn't do
Yeah.
too much though.
They were still
What
sucking
fan
up trees
service?
with vacuums.
We got
can-
no
I
had a
service
good
for
what if
Megaforce.
They did a
for
decent amount
Dino
of fan
Charge.
service.
Hey, I could actually give them a legit good 2-part team up.
To be
I
fair,
would've-
that was like
I would have done a
6-part
recast
team
for all
up.
Ranger characters.
Wait, you said
That's it.
6-part?
Yeah, because of everything leading up to it.
We
For
still
what,
leading
the
up to
Dino
it.
crossover?
All right, let's be
Six.
fair though. They did have Saban over their shoulder going, no,
Mm.
don't do that.
Fuck that hell, man.
Can't do
Then
that.
I am Saban.
I'm so glad that Digimon
I
broke off
apologize.
from
I
him.
apologize for that.
But I had
Austin. Oh, wait, go ahead.
Saban is making.
I was just gonna say I had a what if for Dino Charge like that, basically, where what if they hadn't saved their planet from the black hole and ended up having to be like other Rangers who hadn't saved their planets and had to go somewhere else.
I'm sorry, Chelsea. Like, I really like that idea, but I just thought of something hilarious because you
They'll
said
go to
that.
Lost Galaxy, right?
Like,
Yeah, they'll just
Right.
go to Marinoy.
Or
Chelsea.
KO-35, anything.
Yeah.
Chelsea, you
Fine.
just gave me a hilarious idea out of that.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, it's like you said, like, they end up losing their planet, but like instead of even doing anything else, it just ends there. Like it just cuts the Curb Your Enthusiasm credits.
It'd be like, well,
That
time
comes
to run
Directed
into
by
Mars.
Zack
and they
Snyder.
help save
That
give them
team
new
failed.
world.
Boom, boom, dun, 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 dun.
But yo,
Like
Austin,
triple Sopranos on
What's up,
them.
Jay?
I'm going to counter what you said earlier. So
Counter
yeah,
what?
let's keep that idea that Megaforce was supposed to be a Flashpoint season. But let's say we kept my theory where a Ranger dies each season, right? So we
Yeah.
got so used and attached to each Ranger that died that they go back in time, mess things up, and brand new Rangers end up dying, and Rangers who died the first time never died, and it just rips our heart off all over again, and we have to learn
Oh,
that new people
no.
die.
What if that was all of Time Force?
You know what? That's exactly what they did with the Arrowverse, and you were like, wait, what do you mean these people are dead and these people aren't, and this happened, and this person's evil and this person's not evil?
And we get
And you were like,
emotional
what?
all over again.
when we were
Right.
talking about the Flashpoint earlier, the Arrowverse is immediately what I was thinking of because my scene when you said like some people that were guys ended up being girls, like I immediately went to that scene to that shot with Diggle in one of the
Yeah.
crossovers saying I had a daughter.
Oh,
Yeah.
I remember that.
Right.
That was
Oh,
Yeah,
funny.
I
that
was
hurt.
mad about that for years, and he's
Man.
screaming justice for baby Sarah for
I
years.
miss Diggle. I miss Diggle so much.
Well, I'm like,
Green Lantern.
why won't they give him the Green Lantern
They
show
did.
that he deserves?
Oh, the show. Never mind.
Yeah, the show.
They
I don't
should.
know.
The Green Lantern
Let's be honest though. Do
At
we
least
want
they
to
gave
see
him the
W
ring.
Green Lantern?
At
Yes.
least
Huh?
they gave him.
They disrespected
Hell
my
no.
boy Raphael.
Hell no.
At
What'd
least
you
they
say?
gave.
CW is gonna ruin it.
Well, he
They
could.
ruin
They're
every.
in it
They
too.
ruin
what I'm
HBO
everything.
saying.
Max.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
They don't
exactly.
ruin
No.
everything.
Man,
Look,
look
What
at their
did they
track
not
record.
ruin?
Black Lightning.
Except for that.
True. That's true.
Except for that. Black Lightning
Hey,
is
then that's
Yeah,
not
I'm more of
everything.
a Static Shock kind of
Hey,
guy.
if it's not Black Lightning, then it's not everything.
Hey, Black Twitter would have been on
That
their
is
ass
tough.
if they ruined Black Lightning. Let's be
Ooh,
honest.
hey,
You're
hey,
damn right
hey.
they would.
No.
What
I
We'll
if?
gotta
play
say,
that.
it's
Hang
the
on.
difference between filming in Atlanta and Canada.
There's that too. And
Ooh, that's
we actually
too.
can relate to Black Lightning characters or like the shit that goes on in the hood and shit and like the shit that happens in the show in general. We can
Yo,
actually relate.
you know what's crazy?
And it
Yo,
feels
you know what's
realistic for us.
crazy? Y'all know what's crazy? That season of Black Lightning, that last season, Black Lightning season
Black.
3, it aired and finished like long before we were deep into this coronavirus situation, and I wasn't watching it until this whole quarantine stuff happened, and everything. Watching that entire season just reflected everything that was going on.
So
Because they were in a
So
quarantine?
you saying Black Lightning predicted coronavirus?
Yes. They were in a quarantine. They were like, it's a disease, it's a virus, when it's really just like
They hit that.
The Spider-Man game.
They hit that so much. They hit that prediction so much harder than the Simpsons would have.
Predicted it. They predicted it. They predicted it better than the Simpsons.
Hey, Boondocks
And-
did it before all these shows. I'm just saying with the chicken flu.
You know what? You're right. You're right.
I mean,
But
the Spider-Man
what else is
PS4
there?
games did too.
When the BLM movement started, everybody was like, watch this show. This show describes perfectly well, but nobody ever talked about the first episode of Black Lightning and how impactful that was.
I still remember one of the first shots from Black Lightning when he's just getting his powers back and he's on his knees and one of those cops is yelling at him saying, "Sit your black ass down."
Exactly. I was like, nobody's talking about Black Lightning just because it's a superhero show. Like it's not important to today.
This is why I think people aren't talking about Black Lightning, and I think it's because of Supergirl, not in a bad way, but people are complaining that Supergirl was getting too like woke and political, talking about
SJW.
Yeah.
Insert scene where Superman said that she beat him at
Which
his
isn't
full
even
power.
like, and the SJW. Well, I mean that has nothing to do with that. Like the SJW stuff. That's
No.
stuff
That's
that needs-
weak female empowerment, which is SAW related. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, but like people are complaining about the SJW stuff being so like significant in Supergirl, and I'm assuming that that's why people don't talk about Black Lightning as well, because they don't like how the shows are getting like very SJW-esque and political, as opposed to being just nothing but entertainment.
Like it wasn't before.
That's what I'm saying.
Comics has always been political since like comic books has always covered many real life issues.
Captain Insert Civil War.
Like mutants.
Weren't superhero comics like created to show the idea of being able to become someone that you'd want to be, or someone that you look to?
Pretty much.
To be the ideal of what's right with this world.
I mean,
that's the idea of superheroes in general.
Yeah.
I didn't realize, because it's been a long time since I've watched Static Shock, that I didn't realize just how impactful their stories were until I was reading like a top 10.
Just from that first episode of Static Shock, I'm like, damn.
Well, they had a top 10 episodes you should watch, and I didn't realize that they had episodes like he found a guy's manifesto about how he was going to shoot the kids who were bullying him, and I was like, holy shit, they did that in the show?
It's been a long time since I watched that
with-
show, but that was the first thing. That's like the first episode I always think of whenever I think of that show.
Man, I gotta watch.
And then
Static
there was the
Shock
one with
again.
Richie's racist father, who Richie was
that's
embarrassed
a
about and
very
like ran
popular
away.
one.
And that's the
Yeah, I was like,
second
oh my
episode I
gosh.
always think
was
of.
gay, like the
That was fucked up.
counterparts to see how that happened.
That
So it's
dinner table
amazing
scene.
that like Static Shock did all of that in the early 2000s,
Yeah.
and other cartoons won't even touch stuff like that.
Can
Well,
y'all
that's
imagine?
DC. They
Can
put
y'all
in Teen Titans too.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah. Can y'all
Teen
imagine
Titans,
how?
yeah, but
Can y'all imagine how crazy Power Rangers would have been if they had hit that even harder? Considering how there's always multiple people of color in those suits getting involved with like this larger than life stuff, it would have like been so like crazy and tangled with everything that was going on.
have you
with
know
their fight.
almost every black person on
Not with
Power
one
Rangers
black
usually
person
have
on
their
that team.
families
They
involved in
No,
situations
no,
like
I'm
that?
not saying with one black person. I'm saying like multiple people of color, not just black people.
I know. I'm just saying.
Okay.
It's been like one black and one Asian, and the rest was white. It would be a terrible show to do that.
Now I would say
I mean,
I would say for like each season, one different person of color, like for different colors, could be like the lead of those situations. Like for one season, it's the the black character of the team gets the most focus and stuff like that, or the Asian character gets the most focus on their struggles and stuff like that. So that way there could be at least like some type of, I guess, representation
Canon?
or
Yeah.
ability to relate for each different race.
I feel you.
That could work.
I just wish this world wasn't so fucked up that we'd have to talk about stuff that should be common sense to people.
Yeah, no cap.
Honestly.
Yo,
just
some crazy
bro,
shit just
bro,
happened.
just imagine if Power Rangers were even real. I'll take those powers in a minute.
damn straight.
Some crazy shit just happened.
What?
What?
Last night I seen a superhero. He was back. This
Oh,
one.
stop.
That is
Black
true.
Light is
Black
back.
Light is back.
Black Light is back.
That is the catchiest like opening. Oh my god, I sing it every time.
I'm gonna have to start listening to that theme song again because I really like that.
Last night
shit
I
was
saw a
corny.
superhero. He was black.
Like, I didn't know that was the theme song the first time I heard that, and I was like, "Yo, I like this."
It's so catchy.
The song is good, but that one part was corny. How they just forced it. They could.
Last night I saw a superhero. He was black. I love that line so
This
much.
one is
though.
for
This is for the streets. Black Lightning's back.
What?
You know who made that, right? Y'all
Who made
that
it?
song?
That's the first part time and corny as hell.
That's William Schufer who made that.
William Schufer.
Really?
he messing with it. Shut
He's
up.
lying. I'm like, William did not make that.
What race was
He had bars.
Brody in Ninja Steel?
I want to say
Was he like
Hispanic.
Latino? Latino, right?
I have no idea.
Latin American.
Show or in real life?
Real life. Well, in the show, he's probably Spanish with the last name like Romero. I'm still assuming.
Because I didn't even
Maybe.
watch Ninja Steel, so I don't know.
Because Levi actor is Hispanic, so I'm assuming they're trying to go for that with Brody.
I found out
If their
Mark
father
And the
was
dad
pasty
Antonio's
white.
actor is Philippine, actually, not Hispanic.
Who, Levi?
No, Antonio.
Oh.
His
Oh.
character is Spanish, but his actor is Filipino.
We're talking about Brody.
I know. I just want to bring that up.
Oh.
He's like, facts.
just naming Hispanic people at this point.
If you ever
Myself.
Me.
Yo, shout out to Sarah. She was Brazilian. Whew.
Oh my.
From Ninja Steel?
Yeah, her
No,
actor's
bro,
Bro, I
Brazilian.
remember Twitter went crazy. It was like, bro, there's an Instagram model. I might have to start watching Power Rangers again. I was like,
Bro, she
Too
is
bad it was a
fire.
terrible
Her
season.
art.
she is
People
fine.
watching Power
Her art, of
Rangers.
course.
And she got
Help
brains to go with. And she got brains to go with it too. Sarah was bad.
Yeah.
You ever checked in on her
Too bad she was a
Instagram?
bad character.
You know,
Listen,
she was
all
training.
I'm
What?
saying
Hey,
is,
y'all know
when she-
Sarah's actress Christiani. She was training Kevin Hart for gun action.
Oh.
For
Oh,
what?
I heard that. Mhm.
Yeah.
listen,
It's
all
like-
I'm saying is that episode where she cloned herself, I got some ideas.
Oh, what the
Ah.
Why when you bring up that image, man? You
Oh,
want me to
that
bring up
shit's
that image?
Hey,
I
that's a
will
good-
do it. I will,
That shit's nasty.
I will bring up that
I'm
image.
sorry.
You were
Get it.
Jay, you were damaging my virgin ears.
Oh my God. Go
You
go out and
cannot
talk
be
to
on the
something else.
I don't get it. What are we talking about?
Girls.
So yeah, those what ifs.
Come on, girls.
We're
come
talking
on,
about
bro.
girls cloning themselves and being useful.
Look,
out
let's say the innuendos
I
for
will
when
bring up
Animaniacs
that
comes
image,
back.
man. I will bring it up. I am not afraid.
let's
Listen,
say
all
they
I'm saying is
let's say the innuendos for when
He was ready to
Animaniacs
risk
comes
it
back,
all.
okay?
Later.
those of you who know, you know, but she would have got Sierra hand up real quick if y'all know what I'm talking
And if you
about.
don't know, now you know.
Now you know,
She
sucker.
about to catch the snowflake.
Now you
in
know,
the end.
Mr. President.
What the... But with Mr. President, who knows?
You know, we would have had our first
vote in
redhead
this
Pink
election.
Ranger in Lightspeed.
Wait, what'd you say?
We
What?
almost had our first redhead Pink Ranger in Lightspeed.
I remember that.
Oh yeah.
Amy Adams.
Oh, yeah.
was gonna
Gingers,
be
they're a
Pink.
dying race. But who knows? They have no
Yeah,
soul.
but we have like 3 Ginger Rangers at all.
Do we?
No, we
I thought
have-
we only
Let's
had
see,
Chip.
I think
Udonna
Udonna was.
technically counts.
what about what the Mystic for Yellow Ranger?
That was
Yeah,
Chip.
we already said
That's
him.
Chip. Yeah.
Wasn't
Okay, that was
Lightspeed
his name
also
was Chip.
wasn't Lightspeed also the first season with the interracial relationship?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The only
Yeah.
season
Nope.
with an interracial
No,
relationship.
wait, no. I take that back because Tommy
Except
was
for
Native
Ninja
American.
Tommy, Kimberly
Tommy
was
was-
white and
Tommy
Tommy
was
is
Native
Native
American.
American.
Tommy
Yeah,
is white.
Tom's
So
Native
y'all don't
American.
think
He's
Trina
Native
and Billy was
American.
He's
born
Native
from
Yeah, he
American.
was
Yeah.
strictly
Hell
Native
nah,
American
I'm
and Mighty
not
Morphin
going for
He
Alien
that.
is,
Ranger.
bro.
Tommy's Native American.
Wait, Jason David
Tommy's
Frank is
brother
Native
is the new
American?
Green Ranger. I said
No,
it.
I don't know
Tommy's
about
Native
that.
American.
Tommy is.
We're not
No,
talking-
he's
Remember
not
his
then.
bro-
We're not
We
talking
can't
about
do that.
We're not talking about the actors. We're talking about the character.
Yeah,
We
because what
can't.
about
We
his
can't just say
brother?
Zach is white.
Yes, you can. You can in the 90s.
Wait,
Yeah,
because doesn't Tommy have a brother
clearly
character that was
African American.
clearly like repping being Native American?
Hell no.
Native
I'm not
American.
going. I'm not going for that. I don't care.
Nah,
Oliver,
y'all don't-
Tommy Oliver, fuck out of here.
Well, he was
Yes,
adopted.
bro.
That's his adopted name.
He
Yeah.
is adopted.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
What?
Power Rangers, Power
Back
Rangers
to
really
Morphin
couldn't cast a
and
Native
Tommy
American.
himself in Mighty Morphing.
They did.
They couldn't cast a Native American for Tommy.
They didn't know he was Native American at the time. They just added that
didn't-
part in.
They didn't play
Yeah,
that
yeah, that's a
Randomly
whole
for
say
Theo
who's
thing.
Native American. That is
They didn't-
terrible.
They didn't even
Could
play
have added me.
Look,
Hey, Tommy
listen,
went for the role for Jason. Let's be real. So
I mean, by the time they casted, even by the time they were on Zeo, they didn't even plan on going past 40 episodes of Mighty Morphin anyway.
They
They were
said
like,
he
"We
was
need
Native American
story,
on a
yo."
random episode.
So they were
Yes.
just gonna
No, I think
they're just gonna recast Tommy
the
out of
fact
nowhere. That would have been, I mean, stupid.
Would have been weird.
They
Listen,
wouldn't have
are
done
y'all-
that in the
Right.
90s.
Are
Like
y'all
in the
telling
90s,
me
they didn't
though?
care about accurate rep.
I mean,
Are
they
y'all
still
telling
don't
me they
nowadays
randomly
sometimes.
made him Native American on a random episode? Is that
Yes.
real?
I don't know, maybe because they're
Yeah.
doing
Well, it wasn't
fabrication
just a-
David Frank being Native American. Maybe he has
It
something
wasn't
to
even
do with him.
it wasn't even just a random episode. They kind of started building that up from back during the Zeo quest when they had to throw the
Oh yeah, that's
Wait.
true.
away.
He was a Native American until Zeo?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Oh, he was
Oh
Native
my
American,
God.
Technically,
Mighty Morphin
Alien Rangers built it up.
Say they build up.
They started to
Y'all-
build up about. They started revealing that he was Native American during Alien Rangers, so we didn't know
Mhm.
until then.
All right, so what about Carter? They
no,
just randomly said Carter was black one episode. Y'all would
nah,
Mixed, hello.
So why y'all believe
Different.
Tommy's Native American if you wouldn't
because
believe
you never
Well,
know,
yeah,
bro.
those weren't Alien Rangers.
Colonization
No.
on his skin.
No, Carter was originally Chinese and Carter was
You don't have
originally
to be-
Chinese and
You don't have to look. Listen.
Don't tell me he
Take
was
this from a
Chinese.
take this from a light skinned black man. You don't need to be a certain skin tone to be a certain race.
Amen.
Yes, you do.
Amen.
Yes, you do.
Exactly,
Amen.
like there,
Yes, you do.
like exactly that. There are some people who are black, and they
limits.
don't have like.
Bro, people
and they
think
don't
I'm
have
You could be
Filipino.
you could be albino. You could be
My
albino.
older brother still calls me white boy every single day. You think I'm not going to defend this?
I think
Oh,
we
thank
might
you,
have
thank you, thank you.
There's
Oh my
different.
God, somebody who gets it.
Not
Bro,
listen,
no.
not no blonde hair, blue eyes, white man. You're not gonna tell me he's black in the
I
show.
thought you were about to
I'm
say
You
not
could be albino.
fucking with that.
You could be
Okay,
albino.
Tommy kind
Albino.
of
Look at the
he booked
entire
I was about to say, what does the
almost
blue eyes white
entire
dragon have to
cast
do
of
with this?
Samurai.
Nah, 'cause, like,
Albinos. No.
Dragon. Oh.
but I feel like if you stare at Tommy too long, you could see it.
You could see it. Yeah, his
you can,
hair and
yeah, I could
everything.
definitely see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all
Look,
clearly
if you-
seen Black Lightning.
look,
you can
if
tell
you just, like-
albino man from a white man.
If you just like squint your eyes really hard, turn your head the other way, then close your eyes, and then replace Tommy with TJ, yeah, you can see he's Native American. But like,
What the
You
What the
guys
fuck
are what's
is
wrong with
this?
you, bro.
How did we get to this point? Ask me that.
I
How
have
did we
no
get to
idea.
this
You
point?
guys
Jay was being
are what's
racist.
wrong with this world.
nah,
That's all.
Jay just won't.
No.
Jay just
Jay,
won't
you
accept it.
cannot
Hey,
talk.
blaming
you
the Lord for
started
this
Jay just doesn't want to
conversation.
accept that
At
Tommy's
least
Native
not part
American.
two.
Listen, you
You
guys
need
are
to
the
go watch
reason
it.
he's Marvel people be getting cast as the wrong race.
No,
Jay, right, yeah,
Jay,
no. The 90s was
no
a
way I
different
give a
world.
CEO at
Hold
Marvel.
hold up, Jay. In the words of M'Baku, you cannot talk.
Listen, you guys are the reason
What on
Jaden,
Mon?
a white man, got cast as an Asian.
Listen,
you guys are the reason.
And look,
I don't know. Look at I don't know. I mean, Psycho could tell us stories about his. I've never one British TV show that cast like one British guy as Asian. I forgot what I call it. I think I'm called Little Britain.
So y'all believe Jaden is Asian?
No,
He could be.
Man,
no,
he ain't no Asian.
I don't know who the fuck.
So why is Tommy Native American?
Married
family. Tommy can pull it off though. That's different.
How?
Yeah,
He's a white
I mean,
man.
he can have long hair. Maybe that
Did you
should have
see
been.
his hair? Exactly.
If it was Puerto Rican, maybe.
It's not like listen. It's not like Tommy's going around saying I'm like 0.001% black, so I can say the N-word. It's nothing like that. That's not what we're saying.
He's basically saying I'm like 0% Indian, so I can wear a feather around my
I think you can call Native American.
Oh
Who
my
knows?
God.
Tommy could be like.
Nah, that's just what you think.
Hey guys,
that's not
I gotta
what we
leave for a
say.
second.
Go ahead. If Joel said he was white, would you believe it?
I mean, yeah.
Okay, those are obvious things. But Tommy was
Not
adopted.
completely white.
The whole point of the quest was to find out where he came from, and it was.
Even the comic, and this is spoiler for the comics.
That's
This is
bullshit.
for the Mutant Ninja Turtle comic where he infiltrates the foot Tommy to help save a friend he knew at an orphanage before he got adopted. That's a big
shit.
I forgot to say they knew each other.
I'm just saying,
Not
bro.
my Red Ranger.
Native Americans.
Oh, he's not my Red Ranger either, but he's a certain race. He's a certain.
Okay, who's your Red Ranger then?
I hope y'all know
Jaden.
y'all made me hate Tommy more just because y'all told me.
No,
Just because he's Native
Tommy, are you
American?
saying?
Wow,
Jay,
Jay.
stop getting our
Jay,
fucking
bro,
assholes.
the discrimination.
They
Jay
whitewash
feels very
Tommy, bro.
triggered.
Discriminate
And
against
coming from a
fucking,
black
I don't know,
man too.
K-pop fans. They can take
Bro.
abuse.
They just
They
whitewash
damn one,
Tommy.
Vivian.
Y'all cool with
They
it?
damn one.
Hashtag canceled.
yeah.
That's
Hashtag
big shots to K-pop fans.
guys,
defund
I
Mighty
They
Morphin.
can take the abuse.
Defund Mighty Morphin. Hashtag.
Listen. I will say this though.
Yeah,
If it
guys.
was like-
I have to
if
leave
it
the
was-
call.
As a Native American myself, I'm offended.
Listen.
Shake my head.
I will say this though. If it
Shake
was
my
like Haim Saban himself directly making these choices, yeah, I would definitely question it. But
Casting.
Hey, yo,
Blame
guys,
casting
Deca said he's
director.
taking off.
who's taking
Wait,
off?
what?
Deca.
Taking off.
All right,
Oh,
Deca.
Deca, we gonna miss you, bro.
All right then. Bye guys.
back
Oh,
to
and
back,
happy
man.
early birthday,
Bye.
Brandon.
Now back to Jay though. Jay, you can't be discriminating like that. What's wrong with
Yeah.
They
Hell
white-
yeah.
Listen, I ain't know Power Rangers been whitewashing since the 90s though. That's crazy to me.
You're very new to casting, aren't you?
Bro, listen, I thought the first whitewashing, bro. Listen, don't judge me. But I thought the first whitewashing incident was Samurai with Jaden. So what else do
Technically,
you
yeah.
not know?
Technically,
What
it
else
is
do we
because
not
they're
know?
supposed to be different characters.
You telling me Carter can
And
be
they're supposed to
Asian?
get no,
No,
just
'cause
to
no,
be
'cause-
Japanese.
That's different though. Native
Listen,
Americans, like they
We're
can,
not saying
like there could be white.
Native Americans
you know
are
what I mean?
everywhere. They belong here. We're all just living in their country.
Bro,
We're
I
just
know
helping them.
black people who figured out they were Native American like last week.
Yeah.
That's fine. But the way you're
Yeah,
explaining it,
uh,
it's like he's a
Yeah, I'm a
full-blood
history
Native
buff. I
American.
actually knew some of that.
Because-
we're
Oh, I
not
don't
saying
know.
he's full.
We don't know that.
We're not
We don't know
saying he's-
anything
We're
about
not
yeah.
saying he.
We're not saying he's
And
full.
he-
He could have like a
none of
he
us
could
are
have an
saying he's-
uncle or a grandpa.
Listen,
like you know what I mean?
Yeah, none of us are saying he's fully Native American. We're saying he has Native American blood in him.
And
Do
then
we
he got
see
the
his parents
colonization, 75.
No, we never saw his parents. I don't even think we
No.
saw his parents.
in the
We
Alien?
never
No,
saw
we
his
haven't.
parents.
No
The alien
parents.
about things.
But
Tommy
they
ain't got
only
nobody
reference
but
him
his
being Native
brother.
American. Then he's full Native American. That's whitewashing. If he's only being referenced as Native American, then that's what he is.
Well,
But
it's because he
nothing
needed to do that whole family history thing. He was like, "Wait, what?" He
Yeah,
didn't even know
and
he was
nothing-
adopted. I don't think he
And
knew.
nothing ever.
Because even he
implied-
knew he got whitewashed. He was like, "Damn, I'm
Nothing
white.
ever
Look at
said.
this."
He didn't even realize he was Native American until his brother showed up. I think.
Right.
Yeah.
No,
You can-
well,
you
they
can
didn't
be
know.
Native
No,
American.
no, he knew he was Native American by the time his brother showed up. He just didn't know until he went on that Zeo quest when he was still a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But did y'all know his brother was
Yeah.
really in the show, like his actual brother?
Yeah.
Oh
We
yeah,
all
but not
knew that.
emphasizing being Ken. If he did, he would have mentioned it in his Ranger recap history video.
He mentioned that his actual brother did in the Illuminati interview.
Yeah.
He said that was his actual brother. Yeah. Fun fact.
I already knew that.
No, I'm
was
just
talking
saying
about
those
like
who
in the
didn't know
show.
that.
He was asking if
Oh.
people knew.
We've
Yeah,
been
that was
new.
his actual brother. Yeah,
Yeah,
I didn't
we've
know
been
that
new.
until the interview.
Unfortunately,
Look, Zeal's
Yeah,
about
I
to
don't
turn
wanna bring down the
25
mood
next
a
year.
bit.
You haven't known that, then you have either been born or you've been living under a rock.
Well,
Or you just
all
like
right.
not
I
Power
don't
Rangers
do all
fan.
the behind the scenes stuff. I just watch the show and move on.
Yeah.
My
Like
opinion.
that.
Well,
And
you
his
had
character
to in
wasn't even that
RPM.
big. Huh?
I said you had to in RPM. They took us behind the scenes.
I
much.
wish we got more toss up behind the
Man,
scenes.
you had to have been like really into Power Rangers to even know RPM existed during its run, because they did like
Bro, I told y'all I
very
was
little.
watching Jungle Fury.
Kill the
Very-
freaking
because they
crossover
had
and
Hey,
had
watching
with
Jungle
Samurai.
Fury.
Like,
Listen,
I seen RPM
there was
live.
another season before Samurai, and I didn't fucking watch it.
Bro, when
How the
I
fuck did
tell
that
you,
happen?
I
Oh,
went
you're in for a
to
treat,
Toys
buddy.
R Us and I saw RPM toys. I was like, bro, I'm watching Jungle Fury. What is this?
No,
Yeah,
no, no.
'cause
All right, listen though.
I didn't
I
look.
stopped watching Power Rangers when Jetix cut off with Mystic Force. Like I lost it there. And then one day I see a toy commercial for Jungle Fury and I was like, what the hell is that?
Well,
I
Jetix
only
got
watched
You
cut off
stopped
Jungle
from
watching
Fury.
Jungle
Power
Fury.
Rangers. You're a fake
Bro,
fan.
I saw a commercial. I saw a commercial
I
for
didn't have a choice
RPM.
to
I'm
stop
like, wait a
watching
minute,
it.
Power Rangers
Listen.
is still on. Where is it?
Exactly. Exactly.
I didn't
I
know
found
they.
out about I found out about RPM like about a month after Jungle Fury ended, and it was only because there was like that 5-minute promotional trailer that they would show for Bandai, and then I didn't even see a trailer for it until like late February, like about a week or two before the season had even aired.
That's
All
why
right, I'm gonna break
RPM
it
has
down for
late
you.
bloomers.
Didn't
RPM
they
has late
stream the
break it
bloomers.
down
show
for
like
y'all
really
real quick.
early in the
I
morning
was a
too?
And
TV kid.
no,
I
it
was
was all
very
like
small.
they showed it like
Not
they
even
showed it
saying
like
this, but I was a
11
I was a
11
TV kid.
a.m.
So how the fuck did I not know there was another Power Ranger season?
So I'm about to break
Because
it
they
down for y'all real
canceled
quick.
Jetix.
and they
I'm
only
gonna
Jetix
aired
say,
it,
died.
listen,
and
I'm
like
gonna
they
break it
only
down.
aired on and they only aired it on ABC Kids.
All right,
As a
hold on,
kid
hold
like
on.
me,
I
I
didn't know
knew
ABC Kids
RPM.
was even a thing.
Well, here's the thing though. I knew RPM was coming out, and I've seen the trailers before it aired and everything. The
Yeah.
disconnect
I
between
wish.
you guys and me was my ass was broken, ain't had no damn cable. So I was forced to watch ABC Kids. So I knew RPM was coming out. I
Well,
remember
you
seeing
lucky.
the damn
Well, you
trailer
a
for
lucky
it.
son of a
Wait,
gun then.
Mr.
So,
Austin, did you say you didn't even know ABC Kids existed at the time?
No, I didn't know it existed. No.
Oh wow.
I only
Bro,
stuck to
ABC
three main
Kids
channels that were
existed since
Cartoon
Wild
Network,
Force, bro.
Disney, and
Cause for me
Yeah.
though, I didn't watch Power Rangers on Jetix. I only watched on
I knew
ABC Kids.
ABC.
I
knew
only
ABC
watched it
I
on
existed. I
Jetix.
didn't know ABC
I watched it
Kids
on both.
I
That's
watched it
because
on
ABC Kids though they premiered later on as well.
Yeah.
Like for example, Power Rangers on
I never
Jetix
watched TV in
premiered
the
in
morning.
February, where ABC Kids premiered late March. So
Yeah.
like it was a huge for me. I ain't watch it till ABC
Yeah.
Kids, so I knew about all the seasons at that
I
point.
think I saw Time Force and Wild Force on Fox Kids, but I know I was mainly watching Power Rangers on ABC Family and Jetix.
Who said
Yeah,
Fox
it-
Kids?
I was watching
You
Power
Yeah, it was
old
Rangers
cat.
ABC
only
Family
on
for me.
Jetix. That's it.
Who was watching Power Rangers on Fox Kids? You
I
old.
think. I
Look,
could have been.
Look,
was
when you
because
remember,
I was
when you think back to when you think back when to Fox Kids was on his like last 2 years of airing, it's a blur. It's pretty much a
Yeah.
blur.
yeah,
Right.
Yep.
very
I was
strong
gonna
blur.
say I was 3, and I was Time Force on Fox Kids.
I was
But I was
only
watching
like
it. I remember, but it was old.
I just
I was only
remember
like
Jetix and like in the morning for like Disney. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I was
Watch
only
on
like
Nickelodeon.
5 years old by the time Fox Kids had stopped.
Honestly, I remember the promos more than like actually watching it on Fox Kids. If that
The
makes sense.
the only thing I like concretely remember from Fox Kids was like seeing the Fox Kids logo after the VHS of the first few episodes of Time
Exactly.
Force.
That's what I'm
That's
trying to
it.
say.
That's
I
it.
just grew up watching it on Nickelodeon, if I'm being honest.
I was gonna say I watched it live on Fox Kids, but I was like 3, and like I remember like they specifically kept showing Eric in the little promo, and I just always
I'm
knew
so
like
mad I missed out on
that's
the
what I
whole
remember.
Fox Kids bit. Y'all are
I
lucky.
didn't.
I
I was
missed out on it
Nah,
too. I only seen the final season, which was Time Force, which was the final
Which-
season on Fox Kids. So I
Oh,
barely caught it.
I was way too young to remember Fox Kids.
Because after Fox Kids was ABC Family, and that's when Wild Force.
I said it.
got
It was
renewed.
ABC Family
Yeah.
for me. That's how I got my Power Rangers. And of course,
Yeah.
I don't,
first episode I saw on ABC Family was Forever Red.
What a great start.
remember
You're
it-
like, why are there 10?
I remember ABC Family was the first place I saw Forever Red. It wasn't the first episode I saw, but it was the first place I saw Forever Red.
That's where
I
they
didn't
were
even watch
promoting
that
it.
shit live.
For the first time I saw Forever Red was that DVD combo with the White Ranger episode with
I know what you're
Countdown to
talking.
Destruction.
I still got that
Ultimate-
DVD. I still
Yeah,
got
that
that
was
DVD.
Team-up
Yep, I
episodes.
still do too, bro. That DVD is a banger.
I used
Hold
to
on,
have
real members can name every ranger on the cover.
Mighty
It was
Morphin
that.
Black.
I got you. I got you. I
Wild
got you.
Force
I got
Red.
you.
All right, let him do it.
I already got you. I already got this.
All
I know,
right,
Mighty
go
Morphin-
ahead.
Mighty Morphin Black,
Uh-huh.
Wild Force Red,
Uh-huh.
Lightspeed Blue, Lost Galaxy Pink, and Space
Uh-huh.
Yellow.
There you
There you
go.
You ain't
Wait.
gotta
You
look it up, 'cause
said
I
Lost
know I'm
Galaxy
right.
Pink?
He said Lost Gal. Yes, he said Lost Galaxy Pink.
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
Well, he thought he got it wrong.
No, I thought you said Lost Galaxy Blue. I was about to get on his ass.
Nah. and if you don't know, now you
But
know.
now you
Mr.
know.
President.
What color was the background? Dun, dun,
Blue.
dun.
It was blue.
Like blue.
Yo, I hated how I was a kid.
And the title was
like,
called The Best of Power Rangers, The Ultimate Rangers.
There you go.
With Buena Vista Home Entertainment.
oh wait,
Okay,
wait, bro.
damn.
Wait. What blue? What blue you said?
It was dark blue.
It was kind of a dark
You
blue.
said in space blue.
Man, I'm about to pull it up right now.
It was kind of a
You
it
got
was kind of a
hold
dark-
on. He got it wrong, bro.
It was kind of
light
no.
speed blue.
Listen, I said Lightspeed Blue.
You said in space blue.
I said
He
in
said
space
light
yellow.
speed blue, and he said
Oh.
in space yellow.
I'm trying to find something to bitch about.
You a troll.
Trolling y'all, don't
Nah,
worry.
I thought you were talking about the background because I was about to say it was kind of a dark blue, but then it kind of faded to royal blue, then white in the center.
Is it just me though? Like as a kid, I had like OCD.
No, I did. I still do.
Wait, who
So,
was
like,
on
the
the back?
cover.
Who was on the back? That's the
Dark-
question.
Darkonda and Lord Zed. Boom.
There we go.
I remember Lord Zed. That's it.
I don't even own the DVD.
But yeah, as a kid though, I had OCD. So like the cover for me, like some Rangers you can tell were like captured from like the show, and they looked like really old, and the other Rangers looked like really new. And as a kid, I just noticed it, and it bothered me. I'm like, why some Rangers look like they're SD and the other Rangers look HD? Like, what the fuck is going on?
You know something? I think they should release more of them compilation DVDs, because with those DVDs, you can never really tell what episode was on there. You just watch it just for the sake of it.
Yeah,
They're
Shout
all
Factory.
on VHS.
Shout Factory was kind of getting on the roll of doing that, but they should have done it more. Like they did it for Green with Evil, and they did it for like a few Blue Ranger focus episodes of Mighty Morphin. But that was it.
Yeah, compilation DVDs, those would definitely sell for sure.
Yeah.
You know why? They released one recently and it flopped. That's why they stopped doing it. Like they did the Blue Ranger one in I think 4 years ago.
They were trying to sell special focus episodes of each MMPR Ranger. Yeah, that's gonna flop quick.
No.
Yeah.
It was Blue Rangers across the whole series. They did that during Megaforce, but it flopped.
Oh, for real?
And
Yeah.
I think Megaforce year, people were already
Bleed
flopping on the whole
forever.
show.
Well, I'm pretty sure
let
it's
me pull
because
up real quick.
Megaforce was trash. Everyone knows that.
The best
Oh,
part about
Blue.
Megaforce was their Thanksgiving Day parade performance.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
I don't think it was really about Megaforce, more so just the fact that around that time, like physical media for Power Rangers wasn't really doing it.
Oh no,
They
you
could
guys are
release
right.
it as-
Bro,
it was only
Megaforce is the
Morphin.
reason why I stick mainly to Sentai. These recent years. I'm not
Hey,
even
don't
Oh,
lying.
yeah,
No
no,
one
you guys
blames
were
you.
right
Hey,
though.
it's like
the
10
best
like-
Remember
Blue.
posting a Power Morphicon with a little kid asked
Listen.
freaking Tori's actor why there were Sentai Rangers and Megaforce.
Listen, Megaforce is like 10 seconds of it's like 10 seconds of a bad day. Don't let those 10 seconds ruin the entire day for you. Just like don't let
True.
Megaforce ruin the entire franchise for you.
Yeah, true. Oh,
Yeah,
question.
real
get the
question
better
is-
ten,
If you want to
watch
talk
Ben
about
10. I said it.
Sentai, if you want to talk about Sentai, how did all y'all find Sentai?
It was the legendary battle from Gokaiger.
Yeah, I watched the
Some-
legendary. I watched the
Yeah,
AMV
y'all can go-
of the legendary battles.
Yeah.
I knew about Sentai about that.
Y'all go ahead and explain y'all, because mine might have a little
Let me go first. Let me
significant
go
amount of
first.
detail.
Actually,
I'm confused
Okay,
on
go for
mine.
it, Jay.
yeah.
So listen, in school, right? I had all these. See, listen, it was a bunch of Power Ranger fans in my school, right?
Oh,
So
Uh-huh.
like literally, what I used to do is like, because I first discovered it with I think it was I first discovered it with SPD. I found out that there were Japanese because like for some reason I was on YouTube. I used to go watch random Power Ranger videos.
on the
So-
YouTube.
They had videos
So-
of Sentai on YouTube at that time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like what
Not very
happened was
high quality ones, mind you.
SPD was
All
coming
right.
out, but
Yeah.
SPD didn't air yet. So it was like a morph sequence from the Japanese counterpart. And I was just like, yo, what the fuck is this? So then I found out that way, if I type Super Sentai in a year next to it, it would tell me what the future Power Rangers would be before it aired. So then I used
That's
to go to
cool.
school and tell people like, oh, I know what the future Power Rangers is going to be. Like I'm like some top secret kid or some shit. And I used to tell all the kids what the future one would be. And then I used to get it right. And they used to be like, yo, how the fuck do you know? And I'd be like, I know people. And that was like my way. But it was just some dumb shit I
Hold
did.
on. So Jay,
Ooh.
you said you found out about it you said you found out about that like before SPD even started?
Yeah, because I seen the SPD promo, and then I was like, I wanted to know
Bro,
more about it, and the
you-
Super Sentai was popping up.
Oh damn, you found out about it like before I did. Like
I mean, because
couple
the
years before I did.
SPD's initials were literally in the counterpart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, that was like
So
morph
you found out
sequences
about like
from Super Sentai, and I like dig deeper.
Yeah,
after
like
I
Actually, I
found
think
out.
I did the same thing. Actually,
So
I
it's
don't think it was like that
2004,
level, but
2005. It was like
Yeah, it was
2004
around there.
when you found out. Dang.
Bro, the
Yeah.
SPD promo was so hype when I first seen it. I thought they were like aliens. Am I the only person who thought the Rangers were aliens?
I
didn't.
In
did.
I
that
wasn't.
Jetix promo?
I wasn't
I
old
did.
enough to USPD to like
I thought it was
rumors.
Hey, Jack
But,
was the
like-
first. Jack was the first time though I saw a black man Red Ranger, so I had to watch
Which
it.
dreads?
I remember Turbo. That's why Jack wasn't the first for me. But like,
I didn't know about I didn't even know TJ existed around the time yet. So I didn't know about him being the in Space Ranger, and I didn't know about him being the Oh wait, no. Yes, I did. I just didn't put two and two together at that time. Like I knew about him through the clip show in Dino Thunder, but that was about it.
Yep, that's the only reason. Yep.
Yep. What about you, Chels?
Question.
How
I
did
was
you find
not-
out about Sentai?
I don't even remember how I heard of it. I don't know if my dad casually dropped it and was like, "Hey, you know they have Japanese versions." I was like, "What?" But
your dad told you about that?
sometimes he would just drop random Power Ranger facts on me, and I was like, "What? Why do you even?"
Yeah,
Because he knew I was into it.
That's
Wow,
dope.
you have a parent that doesn't have a
Yo,
problem.
that is dope.
Power
If you-
You know what? My dad used to collect spaceships, and when we were going through them after he had passed, I found this ship in the bucket, and I was like, "Did he even realize what he had?" And I'm looking at it, and he had the Astro Mega ship, detachable shuttle, and
Yeah.
all.
That's
And I
Oh
was
crazy.
like,
wow.
Oh,
and I had
Of
no idea
course.
he had that all those years. I was like, "What?"
Cherished for life.
You had
I
a
know. I was like, this is great.
Wow,
Keep
you
that.
hold on.
Don't ever let that go.
I did not. Of all the things I brought with me, I was like, "This is the Astro Mega ship. Where's the shuttle?"
They're both different.
Yeah, shut your asses up. All right, continue.
But so I don't know. I remember watching Power Rangers on YouTube and seeing a lot of comments about Sentai comments and being like, "What the hell is Sentai?"
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
What about you, Tenkai?
I did something similar to Jay, like, but obviously much later because I'm a child. But I remember, I think, watching like a bunch of Power Rangers videos, and then I saw like a compilation of like morphs from Power Rangers and Sentai, like others, like I guess like other like Saban shows, and I was like, huh, so like I knew it was like a thing for like a long time. Like I was like, oh, so it originally came from Japan. That's cool. I don't think I like watched any of it though, because like one, I just thought it was just the same thing but in a different language, and two, I didn't really know where to watch it. Because like there was only like so much I could watch on YouTube. So then like I remember like Samurai was about to end, and people were like wondering what like the next Power Rangers was going to be, and obviously I saw Ghost Sager. I think Ghost Sager morph was in there, and also the Gokaiger morph. So I was like, oh yeah, the next season is going to be like Angels or something. It's sort of weird, and then Mega Force aired, and I was right. And I was like, how? Yeah, it was like the same thing as Jay. I was like, how'd you know that? And I was like, I don't know. Then I was actually really excited for. Obviously, I was like excited for Super Mega Force because Gokaiger, and it ended up sucking. So then I was just gonna be like, obviously, I found out about Go Busters then, and I was like, so yeah, the next season's gonna be So after Mega Force, we're gonna be getting like a spy season and stuff like that, and like
Surprise,
people were like,
surprise, we didn't.
When we didn't, we got Dino Charge.
Pacers.
Oh,
So,
don't bring up that April Fool's joke. That was lame.
I actually remember not really liking because I actually remember really not liking the fact that they skipped to Kyoryuger because I was like, because I didn't like Kyoryuger at first. I was like, why did they don't? Because like they don't have a Yellow Ranger. They don't. It's like dinosaurs again, and it just seemed to like the Red Ranger was like I was even annoyed with the Red Ranger even as a kid. So I was like, oh, that's so dumb. And obviously since Megaforce, like they just stopped watching Power Rangers after that point because like I looked like an idiot. I got it wrong. It was they're adapting a season I don't even like, and Megaforce wasn't even that good. So, and I don't even really like Samurai that much anymore. So, I kind of just fell off of Power Rangers for a while until
You say you don't like Samurai?
I
Sorry,
said I
sorry,
didn't like it as
Chelsea.
much. I do like Samurai. I do.
Chelsea's on your own.
I will defend Samurai to the death. That is what a samurai do.
Hey,
No,
listen,
You and your whitewashed Red Ranger.
I'm gonna be real. I don't really
Don't disrespect my husband like that.
listen.
You were talking
I don't
about
really
Native
like
Americans.
that much,
I hear
but
you.
I would definitely help you defend it, Chelsea.
I know you like
you-
Big Time Rush.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wait, what's your point?
They gonna just see my boys, man.
There's
Because
nothing
Jaden,
Time Rush, Jay.
what's the one he looked like? Logan?
Kendall.
Oh, Kendo?
Kendall.
Yeah.
The one that looks
Ev-
like Jay.
Oh.
Oh.
I mean, their
Oh,
shows were on at the same time in their defense.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
they did.
No, I'm be there.
I thought we were. All right, who's next? Chris? Chris?
Oh
I'm
yeah.
trying to read your username.
Well, I'm trying to remember. I've been like discussing this with my friends for years. Like I'm like, bro, I don't remember. I was a little kid. Like you know what I mean? But this was what I know of. It had to be around the samurai era. I think so. I hope. But it was I was really young, but I was just randomly watching clips of Power Rangers, blah 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 blah. I found a clip of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles versus in space. I thought I was like, bro, these are my two favorite of all time. I'm
Oh
like,
yeah,
bro,
same here.
this is crazy. And then my uncle realized that I like Power Rangers, and then he was just randomly when I went over his house again. I was like, bro, just put on some Power Rangers for me. This man
Whooped your
put
ass, huh?
no, bro, this man
We have taste in this household.
because we didn't have cable, there was no on demand, none of that. This
But you
man
had that
pulled up-
internet.
This man pulled up Hurricaneger. He didn't even know it was it. He pulled up Hurricaneger on some website, bro. I was like, what is this? I was conflicted. All I did was get flashbacks from a Dino Thunder episode where they watched Abba Ranger. I was like, bro, is this the same thing? I was losing my
Right.
mind.
Literally, when you ask your parents for something, they put on the wrong shit.
You're like,
They're like,
what?
can we watch Power Rangers? We got Power Rangers at home. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, yo, what is this? And I thought, like, I wasn't even paying attention. I was just like, I was just so conflicted. I was like, bro, it's whatever.
He
And
was
then I
pissed
think
off.
later off in the year, I was just scrolling through YouTube. There was this other video that it was like a fan made video of like, because you know how in Die Ranger they have like the crystal balls, and they were
Yep.
basically putting like the Wild Force theme over it because Wild Force has crystal balls, and they were saying like it was like the prequel or some crap. And I was
That's
like, bro, I was like,
funny.
yo, what is this, bro? I was like losing my mind. I'm like, yo, this is crazy.
I actually remember seeing like all like the older like Sentai
older-
Rangers.
Yeah,
Like seeing like Go Ranger and like some and I was
mhm.
like, whoa, there's
Yeah.
there's like and I remember like hearing because like I remember a lot of people like asking me like which was older, Ninja Turtles or Power Rangers, and then I saw like how then I found out about like Sentai, and I was like, this was all the way back in like 1975, and I was like, look, seeing like how old looking all the Rangers were, and being terrified by the Battle Fever suits.
Yeah, and then
Nah,
this
I remember when I was watching the legendary battle. It was the TV version of the legendary battle, and I'm like, as soon as Aqua Ranger's cape was done flowing, I'm like, yo, what is this? I see every single Ranger season, like, what is this? And you want to know which Ranger suit always stood out to me every time I watched that video? It was always Big One suit for some
I was
reason.
about to
I don't
say
know
that.
why.
Oh yeah, because he was
really?
like the because like, he was probably like from it was probably because like he was a Ranger that you never We saw before.
Bro,
He-
all the suits that I've never seen before, I'm like, yo, what is this? Like, even when I saw the Jetman suits, I'm like, who are they?
I just rolled with it. I was like, okay.
Yeah, I do.
All right, that's similar to how I found out about Sentai. For me,
I wasn't
it was two videos in specific. Okay, for me, it was two videos in specific. It was one video where it was just an AMA of like the legendary battle, except it was edited to only show the Power Ranger that was actually adapted. The second one was set to the music from an Avengers cartoon, Avengers Mighty Heroes,
Ha
where
ha
it
ha ha.
shows
ha.
all the Sentai Ranger, basically the unedited footage. And I was like freaked out when I first saw the Red Ranger guy, but the one with the bobble-headed eyes. I forgot what's his name.
Aka Ranger.
Abba Ranger.
Aka Ranger.
And I thought it was anime because some of the suit looks so ridiculous.
The
Then
suit
after
looks great.
The same thing.
my own, I found out what Sentai was after that.
I remember seeing that White Ranger. You know, who was like white with the like different colors on his helmet.
Yeah, this big
Big
one.
Yeah,
one.
big one.
Yeah,
That
like
one
was
also
he like the first Ranger or something?
He was
No,
the first white.
He was
the first white-
technically on the second team.
He's like in a way he was technically like the first. He was like technically like the first added on Ranger. He was like technically the sixth Ranger, but not really.
He was a Tommy of
He was
Sentai.
still.
No,
Well,
he was the first
still.
extra Ranger.
He's like an
Gotcha.
extra ranger.
Well,
He's
no.
an extra ranger.
Big one. Well,
He's
no,
an
Big One was still part of the core team, but he was the first Ranger to be added later on in the series.
That's what
And
I'm
then
trying
he
to say.
became the leader.
Yeah, and he was
Just
the one
like
really-
season 2 of Mighty Morphin.
Yep.
Pretty much.
He's the Tommy of Sentai.
Yeah, has anyone
Like-
ever thought about how much Go Ranger and Jaka, or how much Mighty Morphin is pretty similar to Go Ranger and Jaka? Because like just like Go Ranger,
Honestly,
the first season of Mighty Morphin has the most amount of episodes, and then
People
the second
people
season,
leave.
who just left? Well, who just came back and left?
I don't know.
It
I
was
don't care.
it was
Anyway.
me. It got for some reason I always get cut off for some. I don't know why.
That's weird. Wait, B-Dubs, did you talk about your story yet? How you found
Yeah,
out
I
about
did.
Sentai?
Yeah, I
Okay.
did. I'm done.
All right, so who's left? Who's left?
I wanted to
Yes.
finish.
Yeah,
ahead.
Chris didn't even finish.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
and-
bad, Chris. Go ahead, Chris.
Nah, you
Continue.
good, bro. You good, bro. But it was like, and then this is where it got tricky, because it was either before Power Morphicon, 2013, I believe.
12.
12? It was
12.
12. Was it 12? Oh no, then I'm talking about Power Morphicon 2014 then, right? Was it Power
You got
Morphicon? Yeah.
Give me
Finish
details.
the
so I can
story
answer.
then we can figure it out. Hopefully
It
me and
was the
Luis did.
year like the Ranger keys got, the Ranger keys for the Titanium Ranger, or was that?
Okay,
For-
yeah,
Go
2014.
Tiger.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
there we go.
That's 2014. Yep.
All right, then basically right before that, I was randomly continue watching like Power Ranger clips, and I randomly found Go Ranger, right? And I was like, "What is this?" And I'm like on the last 10 episodes. And I just watched the last 10 episodes of Go Ranger for some reason.
Good old Go Ranger.
And then I was like, "Yo, I need to know what this is. What is this?" Oh dang! Well, I didn't even remember any of that. I was just like, "Bro, what is this?" Because mind you, I didn't watch RPM because I didn't even know it existed. So I
Yeah.
was like, "What is this?"
What they
And,
goofy asses.
Yeah, bro. and then I searched it up, and I was like, "Yo!" And then like I said, Power Morphicon happened, and then they were talking about history of Power, and this is my first Morphicon ever. Like, because I was watching it live. I wasn't even in the country. I was in a whole another country, watching it like on my iPad. I made a Twitter just for that.
That's
And
cool.
then,
What
yeah,
country were you in?
I was in Costa Rica. It was my hometown. You know what I'm saying? Like my homeland. Yeah.
Ooh, Costa
Yeah.
Rica.
Hell yeah. But right, those memories are amazing. Just watching Morphicon, learning all the history of Power, and you're seeing like
Oh my god.
collectors like with their toys and stuff. Just
Yo,
that
find
Morphicon
yeah.
year, man. We gotta go to Morphicon. That's what all I gotta say.
Yo, I remember when I found my first ever Power Morphicon video. That was when I first discovered Andre Black Nerd, and I was like, I see all these videos of him
Yeah.
interviewing the past
Yep.
Rangers. I see
Yeah, he was the
Cat, I
best
see
on it.
Jen.
Yep.
I'm like, yo, these
Yeah, that was how I
ladies
found
look
out about them too.
gorgeous.
Hey, y'all
Yeah.
know? Oh man, I love Andre. I haven't seen his videos in a minute though.
Neither
Yeah.
have I.
Yo, Andre's the
But-
goat.
But yeah, literally after
Because he
that, I
stopped
was
making
like,
Power Ranger content.
oh yeah.
Well, no, he just doesn't upload as frequently as he used to.
Dude is
Yeah,
working. Dude is getting gigs and everything, making
Yeah, bro, he's
bread.
a Power Ranger. You don't got time for this. He's a Power Ranger.
Facts.
Yeah, he
Right.
hosted that whole interview.
Yeah.
But right after that, I found out of Zhu Ranger. I watched Zhu Ranger. I know people don't like it. Like people.
I think we're losing people again. Nope, that's just my camera. Never mind. Oh wait, camera.
Am I back?
Yeah,
Am I back?
we just lost. We just had Mr. Awesome camera. Come on, real quick.
I
But you're
thought that
good.
was my camera. I had to. I like try to leave.
Press
I was like, whoa. But right, I watched Zhu Ranger. I was like, because I don't know people hate it now, but for the time of me watching as a kid, I was like, this is
Well, as a
weird.
kid, it's enjoyable.
I'm not. What was I trying to say?
But and then I watched Die Ranger, and that's when I fell in love with Super Sentai. I was
Oh
like,
yeah, that's
yo,
an
Die
amazing.
Die
Ranger
Ranger-
is the truth. I was like,
Die Ranger just had me hooked. I'm like, all right.
and in
I
the
had to
middle
check
of me watching Die Ranger, I accidentally found the battle, like the not Super American Force, the Gokaiger and Goseiger battle movie, and I was like, yo, this is some heat. I watched it like 5 times in a row. I went to my boys' crib because I knew my boys' crib were a huge Power Ranger fan. Like their favorite season is Wild Force, you know.
Man,
So you know, there's
y'all,
some.
y'all were actually surrounded by Power Ranger fans as kids. I hate y'all.
Oh,
sorry,
wait.
sorry, bro.
I didn't have a law. I didn't have a law because I was still getting picked on for liking
Man,
Power
you
Rangers
had-
while
you
they were
had
over
more-
here
man.
watching WWE, and I'm like, bro, that's still just as cheap.
Power Rangers is for
You
kids
had-
though.
Hey, you had more than
Hey,
me.
man.
All I had was my brother, and he was barely even into Power Rangers. He dropped
Hey,
it.
man,
no one.
I was
brother
very
dropped it
hush
after
hush
RPM.
about watching Power Rangers in high school,
Chelsea-
bro, and I still had like a
Chelsea.
few circle of friends.
Yeah.
Chelsea, you had your dad. That's
No,
amazing.
he does not count. He liked to make fun of me. He would come up the stairs and quote whatever the hell Lord Zed was saying, and I was like, "Oh my god, stop it!"
Okay, wait.
Thankfully, my grandparents were very understanding.
Power Ranger. I mean, he just enjoys it. I don't think he's like what, and he's interested in watching the series at some point.
I swear to God, my dad loved to impersonate.
Yeah,
That's-
thankfully, my mom and my
that's so
grandparents
funny.
weren't against me watching it when I got older, because like everyone else around me was like, "Bro, you still watch that?" I'm like, "Yeah, bro."
I brought this up early. I brought this up, I think, the last episode that I was part of, but this is what still bothers me. People, when I was a kid, like 5 or 6 years old, people would make fun of me for watching Power Rangers.
Man, I
like
had
5 or
circles of
6.
friends, dude. I
Wow.
had circles of friends who were. I have friends who were fans of Power Rangers. I'm like, yo, man, Austin, that's sad, bro. I feel bad for you.
Yeah, look what kids
Austin,
like.
you
oh my
got us
God,
now,
kids don't
bro.
make any
You
sense.
good, bro?
Oh yeah,
know,
I'm not
They were secretly
I'm not worried
watching
about
it
that
too.
Look, I'm not worried about that anymore because I got social. Look, because like there's a bunch of social media. I've been having friends of Power Rangers since like high school.
I only have,
Ironically,
I really
The
only
only
had friends
problem-
with Power Rangers in like
really-
second grade. Once like third
really-
grade came around.
really the only problem I got right now is just having to deal with my goddamn parents always getting on me about it, like it's somehow negatively affecting my life.
Yeah.
Hey,
Let me
man.
bring y'all back.
No
Let me bring y'all back in time real quick. How I watched that movie? Y'all remember Sentai Fan something 02 something like on YouTube?
Nope.
I think I know who you mean.
Yeah, I did watch
Yeah,
that.
bro. He made like 5 different accounts. He kept getting banned by.
Yeah, I know
Yep.
exactly who you're talking
It was
about.
mad funny. But right, I went to my boy's crib. I showed them it. I was like, bro, you remember that Dino Thunder episode? This is exactly the same thing. Like they saw
It's like, yo, you
they were
remember that
like,
Dino Thunder episode?
yo.
You
This
remember
is
that Dino Thunder
exactly
episode?
the
It's that exact same
same
thing, but like
thing.
40 something more episodes.
They're like, what are these teams? And I'm like, and then somebody asked me, yo, bro, how do you watch this? Can you watch the Dragon Ball movies? I'm like, man, what are you talking about Dragon Ball? I'm talking about Super Sentai. Come on.
I mean,
He
of
was like,
course,
can you
Dragon
watch
Ball.
He was like, how did you watch this? This is from Japan. Can you watch the Broly movie? And I'm like, what?
I'm like, bro, what?
I'm not worried about the
Talking
Broly movie.
about
Out for years ago.
right? Like, but like, and then God bless his soul, he passed a couple years ago, like on my birthday. Like he's the reason why I still watch Sentai, because after I got him into Sentai, he like him and his brother, but his older brother, he was like around my age now. It's my fault for making the whole tone like all sad, but
Yeah,
God bless his soul. But
May you rest
but
in
it's like
peace.
you can. It's like watching the show. It's like you still have a part of him with you.
yeah, exactly, and
That's real
especially
cool, man.
That's
'cause
special, man.
because it kind of sucks too, because he passed on my birthday, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
But
That's kind of the
But-
same with me. Like, this isn't like with someone that passed away, but my friend Michael, who's like one of the strongest who's like one of the strongest friendships I've had in the Power Ranger fan base.
Shout out to Mike.
I met him about 6 years ago when he was still living in Houston or in the Katy area. His favorite season is Time Force. It's like almost anything and everything Time Force related. I always like connect with him because that's the main thing that we had bonded over. Because when I was still like making morphers that I couldn't afford before I could even buy them, he had a spare Time Force morpher that he gave to me because I was talking to him about that, and I had a homemade chrono morpher with me. So like the first like piece of our friendship that I still have to this day is that chrono morpher that he gave me.
It's beautiful, man.
It is.
Nice.
Remember when you made those
bringing people together?
Exactly. Yo, remember when you made those Chrono Sabers?
Yes, I still got my pair, and I think my friend Jackson and Michael, they both still got their pairs of Chrono Sabers.
Man, if I had the money or anything, I would make a Trip cosplay and be like, yo, let's get this Time Force cosplay going. Let's go.
That would be so cool. Man, I wish I had the money, cardboard, and like initiative to make
exactly the initiative.
to make the V weapons. Those big ass V weapons. Oh,
yo, those things are fire.
I just realized I didn't even get to my story yet. All right, so let me get to my story now. So I kind of want to make this into like how I got into Tokusatsu in general, but it's mainly with Super Sentai. So it was.
I have a story about that too. You can go first. So
it was around 2007. I think Overdrive was airing. Either that or we were like on the edge of No, it was Overdrive because it was 2007. So Overdrive was airing, and around this time, like I hadn't even thought about it, but by this time I had already seen like that episode of Dino Thunder where they were watching Abba Ranger, and then I had also seen Power Rangers Lost Episode when they aired on ABC Family, and they were talking about how Power Rangers originated in Japan, but like I never put it together or anything, or I never even cared to remember that. And I mean, I don't know why I never even bothered to remember that, but like it was mainly 2007 when I had really started noticing it, because I think the very first thing that I saw Super Sentai related was the Bokenger versus Super Sentai team up, and it was the scene where they were all morphing together for that anniversary, and then it just kind of snowballed from that into eventually watching the one for Gower Ranger versus Super Sentai, and then seeing that the Lightspeed Yellow Ranger was a guy, and instead of saying Lightspeed Rescue, all he said was change or suit up.
Suit up.
And then I started like, and then Red Falcon from Live Man had brought all the Red Rangers above the cliff, and like I was watching that entire pan from Aka Ranger to Time Red, and for like
I remember that clip.
for like half of that entire shot, I'm like, who are these people? Who are these people? Oh, Mighty Morphin Red. Who was that right next to? Oh, Alien Red. Oh, Zeo Red. Then it was like everyone that I knew, and I'm like, why isn't Eric there?
Like, wait, where Eric at?
I just remembered that's why he wasn't there.
And then it was like, and then it eventually just went into me finding about this old site called rangercentral.com, and then I found out then that same person had made supersentai.com, and then almost every time
I remember supersentai.com.
I would go on there. It was called the Super Sentai Time Capsule website, and then like every time I would go on there, I would just go to the database link, and before I would even go into each season, I would just scroll down and like see everyone from Go Ranger to Jaka and see how, like,
I remember
how
that
the suits were and stuff like that. And side note, I also remember this one toy site. I don't remember if it was American or UK, but they had it was like one of those sites where they had like a couple toys from every season. Like they even had toys as far back as Go Ranger. And then I clicked on it, and it was the first time I had saw like a close-up shot on the helmets and suits of the Go Rangers and the Go Ranger logo, and I'm like, this is definitely 70s. This is definitely 70s. It was just like I don't want to say it like grossed me out, but like that's like kind of the first reaction that I had when I saw that. And then like almost every time I would see Bokenger again, like this is before the time I even knew any amount of Japanese, so I would pronounce almost everything wrong. And every time I would think of Bokenger, every time I would see Bokenger, I would call it Bowkenger because of the OU.
Balkan. No, you're not the
Bow,
only one that
bow,
always
bow.
be. Yeah, I will always be messing up the whatchamacallit, the pronunciation of the words, because I remember I was on YouTube, I typed in Super Sentai morphing sequences and it just showed me the English translation of the team and
Oh
then showed
yeah,
the
yeah,
morph. And I
yeah.
was just looking at I was just like, what is Starby Squadron Ginja Man?
Ginger Man.
Like
Yeah, I always called it Ginger Man.
Ginger
like
man.
Ginja Man. I'm like, what is what is Shinkenger? I'm like, Go Sager. I'm like, what is this?
uh, that second G, it sounds.
It's the American look. It was
Bro,
the
it
way we
took
were learning.
me forever to
Yeah.
pronounce
But like,
Kyoryuger.
but
Bro,
like,
it took me forever to pronounce
Yo,
that.
user.
a lot of people still like.
I can
I'm a
pronounce it pretty
diehard
easily.
Kyoryuger fan. So, and a lot of people still have trouble pronouncing Kyoryuger. Like people say Koruger, like Kyogre.
Q Ranger.
User.
Someone said Q Ranger, and I
Did
was like,
someone say
what?
Kyogre? I'm
I
like,
said
bro.
Kyogre. A lot of people would even go as far as saying Kyogre.
Oh
Yo,
my
somebody
god.
call him Kyryuger or Kyogre. I'm like, bro, do you see any Pikachu on that screen?
Yogurt.
Do you see me at Hoenn? What the fuck?
Do you see a Rayquaza on that screen?
But like I think for like a good chunk of that year, it was just me watching a bunch of different scenes from Super Sentai. But for some reason, I always came across like such dark scenes, and I was like a scared kid. Like I got easily scared for anything. And like one of the first things I saw was what we had talked about earlier with the Gal Rangers dying. And it wasn't even like the scene, like the video itself started where episode 31 started of Gal Ranger, where instead of showing the Blue Ranger's death, it just started off with that close-up shot of him dying while he was still in the suit.
Yeah,
with
with
the
the
close-up in
blood.
his helmet, and then him passing out. And then
Bro, I was scared.
then you hear Yellow saying "God damn," and I'm like, it was like scaring the hell out of me so much.
Yo,
There was one time when I
hearing
legit
Yellow
had-
say "God damn," I'm like, oh
And
shoot,
there was
this
like
is
one
not
time-
the
I
kid.
remember hearing Gold
there was
say,
like-
oh, I
and
just
there-
remember
There was like one
GoBusters.
time when I had a legit like nightmare about that scene, and then like sometime later on that year, I didn't even know this was Die Ranger at the time, but I saw a scene from the episode of Die Ranger when Ko had gotten one tiger, the Tiger Zord.
Oh my god!
And it was
Oh my
right
God.
before, it was right before they made the Mega Tiger Zord combination when Ko was with his brother, or they didn't know that
I
they were
know what
brothers
you're
at the
talking
time.
about.
And like, and all those rocks were like falling, and it fell on that kid. And I'm
Oh
like,
shoot!
what the
Yes.
and it was,
Yes.
and
I'm
I'm
like,
like,
what is this?
and look, it got worse. It got so much worse. Well, it didn't get like so much worse, but like it just got worse for me because like I wanted to like change it like so quickly.
Bro, I don't know
Like,
why
I
I
had
was
to
like
change it to something
9
else.
watching that.
Look, I had to change it to something else. The next thing I changed it to was the first morph of Gingaman. Do y'all remember
right
how?
when,
and,
right when
like,
you Ryoma lost his brother?
Yes. No, not even that. Right when he was screaming.
Oh, that yeah.
In the middle of his screaming, that's when the video started, and that scared me. And I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm not watching this for a good minute.
I actually remember.
And look, you know what's even worse? This
What?
is before Jungle Fury even came out. I found out
That-
about Geki Ranger.
Yo, that is funny.
I found out about Geki Ranger. No, this was like when Jungle Fury just started, and like it was one of those. It was around the time when people started doing comparisons to like the first morph and stuff, and it was a comparison morph for the first morph for the Jungle Fury Rangers and the Geki Rangers. So blue and yellows, they were normal because you know they had already done this. It cuts to reds, and he was like lying down after getting knocked off his feet, like getting up, and it was that mantis monster about to slash at that girl that he was holding up. and then Jan starts yelling at him. When I first saw that, I thought he had already cut the girl that one time because of how his arms looked. And because of, like, the angle of the camera, I thought that he had cut that girl once, and that's why she started crying like that. And I lost it even. I just lost it again. I'm like,
Sensei pretty much traumatizing you while you're trying to get into it.
Oh my, yes. Yeah. But like,
Bro,
it was stuff I easily got over because I had to watch it like more than once because I'm like, nope, this is still Power Rangers. I watch this. I enjoy this. And I'm like, okay, this is. And then I found out like not everything in Super Sentai is like that, and I'm like, okay, this isn't bad.
Hey, but let's be real. When you try to get your friends into Super Sentai, you only show them the dark scenes. You're like, yo, bro, it's better, yo.
And I think around that same time, I was just finding out that Mighty Morph, like, I wasn't connecting it with Super Sentai at the time, but I was also just finding out that Mighty Morphin had 3 seasons, and I'm like, yo, why do you have 3 seasons? Were you popular or something?
Goddamn. I actually just remember something really bad.
And then
when I got into Tokusatsu, one of my friends.
Go ahead.
We might actually need to censor this part out, but maybe not, but it's fine. So this was, I think, around the time Ninja Steel was ready to air. I think it was like announced and stuff, and I don't think I was really much into Power Rangers again. Like I knew I was like curious. I remember like Sentai was the thing, and I was curious like what was based off of that. I think one of my friends was, I'm not gonna name him obviously, but we were curious like what the Sentai based off of it was, and we looked it up and we found a ninja. And you know how
I already know where this is going.
You know how like we were just talking about earlier how we accidentally pronounced Jur as Gur?
Oh my god. I already know where this is going.
He accidentally I knew, like, considering like I always knew about Power Rangers, like I got the idea that Sentai was pronounced as Jur because it was like, oh, it's like Ranger, Power Ranger, Ninja, like stuff like that. He didn't. He always called it like Kyoryuger, Tokyuger.
Oh no.
Cut to commercial.
Good night, everybody.
I think there was like in school too, so I think someone might have heard us.
Oh my god! You better hope a black person didn't hear you, man.
Be like, what did you just say?
I was like, no, no.
Nigger.
I just remember what happened.
nigga.
Yeah, so I think he said I think he forgot like the other N and like nin. So I think he.
Oh my god!
By the way, I'm keeping
Don't you say it. Don't you demonstrate.
Say it.
He said nin and then like we both like just froze, and we were like, and I think there was like another kid with us, and I think there was like 4 of us. I think one of them was a black kid. I think it was like like me, my friend, one kid who was like a dick to us, and like another kid who was black. And then he heard it, and he was like so mad, and he was like, I don't think he realized which one of us said it, but he knew one of us. He knew the word was said, so he went to like get a teacher, and the teacher
find out.
Like someone said it. Like someone said it.
Like somebody said it.
Like what are we gonna do?
We're about to get the Gao Blue treatment.
Yeah. So, and I remember I was like, wait a minute. There was like this other kid with us who we really hated. He was like an ass. So we were like, okay. So we could just the teacher came and he was like, who was it? He was like, yeah, it was that kid. He said it. We're good kids. We didn't do anything. And that kid
y'all passed the blame onto somebody else?
Oh my god.
We didn't like him. He was like a bully. He was really mean to us. So we were like, I was like, okay.
Okay, I'll allow it. If he was a bully, I'll allow it.
Wow.
Yeah, so I was like, so I remember he was like still freaking out. I was like, look him in the eyes. So look, okay, I think it's fine.
Look, miss, would I lie to you?
They're not gonna suspect it was us.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
Yo, well, in this case, we've been going on and on and on and on. I felt like this was a good refresher, kind of free range episodes. We went on from talking about what if points, grid points for Power Rangers. We went on talking about how we got into Rangers and how we got into Sentai. I felt this was like a good, free range episode of like
I don't
our
even think I
audience.
finished my story.
Oops.
We've been going on for so long.
Well, you could save that for a part two. Save that for a part two, I guess.
Yeah.
Yo, we've been going on for so long, but I guess this is just a nice way for the audience to get to know us more on how we got into Rangers and Sentai because
I'm just letting y'all
like
know right now. I'm keeping all this too. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna name this episode, but I'm keeping all this.
Seinfeld. Let's call it
Good.
Seinfeld because
I
it's
didn't
about
do anything
anything.
wrong.
You know what, Austin? Finish your story, man.
Y'all sure?
It's
Yeah,
not
you
even.
go
I mean,
ahead.
it's not even like Ranger Point at this point. You know what I mean? It's just like us
Honestly.
getting to know each
Just
other.
say featuring Ranger Point. You know what I'm saying?
That's just
This
our
is what
topic.
happens when you create Ranger Point. You ran.
Or just call it like cast members' origin story.
Power Rangers. What if?
My name is Austin Jones, and for 5 years I spent years in hell.
Yeah.
I had to become someone else. I had to become something else.
Let's hear it.
am the college graduate.
Hey.
Hey,
I
shout
had
out to
to
college
find one one
graduates,
night.
Previously on financial aid.
bruh.
Oh
That is
yeah. Oh my God. That's the 10-year battle.
Oh my god. Okay, so let me finish the story so we won't be going on too long. There's not really much to it anymore. It was just up until like during those years during 2007 and 2008. Hang on. 1 second. Sorry, taken care of. So it was around 2007, 2008, and a little 2009 is what, not too much of 2009, not even that too much of 2008. I was just getting into the habit of watching Super Sentai more and more. I don't think I had seen any full episodes of Geki Ranger, but I know it was around Go Anja when I was like actually sitting down and watching episodes of Super Sentai on YouTube when they could still be uploaded on there. So like I had watched a good chunk of Go Anja. Like I watched the first batch of episodes, like some episodes when Gold and Silver showed up, the episodes when they made the Ultra Zord and Sasuke had died, and even like the last couple episodes when almost everyone else died and then came back and then they defeat the main villain, and then Samurai showed up, and I was still like getting used to that thought of seeing a new team, and it was seeing a new team like that soon was even harder when I was getting into Super Sentai because I wasn't attached to Super Sentai, and then they would show the new season like literally the very next week. So I'm like, I'm not ready for this. And then Red Ranger was like so cold, and then I'm like, no, I don't know how I feel about this yet. And like almost everything was like so Japanese. I'm like, this is
no. This is no.
like it's like very interesting, but like this is gonna take some getting used to. Especially since I have to write in Japanese. I'm like, this is too international for me for a minute. I'm gonna have to take a breather before I start learning all this. But then like later on that same year, I'd already like made the Shoto phone anyway, so like I got over it pretty damn quickly. And then dang, what else? I think around that time I was just finding out about Kamen Rider as well. But that's for another day. But
Yeah, Kamen Rider. It took me forever to get into it. I knew what it was. It just took forever for some reason.
Yeah,
we should
for
have
some reason,
we should have like a Kamen Rider focus episode one day.
yeah.
But
Maybe
wait, Austin,
Ultraman 2, but I think that might be for more of just tokusatsu in general. That isn't
Yeah.
Kamen Rider, because y'all should definitely have it for that episode just to chat it up. But anyways,
Jay, I think it's time for us to wrap the show up a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sort of.
you guys ready for the versus?
So,
Are we still doing that?
Hey, listen, it's only
wait,
10 o'clock
Austin,
over here.
Yeah, it's only 10.
all right,
I don't think it'll take too long.
We still doing
It's
that?
up to y'all. Do y'all wanna
let me
do
just
it?
get. All right, then
Wait,
let me just
Austin,
give
I got a question for you.
let me just give very cliff notes since this is still going on too long. Eventually, I just started watching Super Sentai more, and then Gokaiger was the first time I started watching every episode week by week, and then the rest is history.
once this dude said, "Y'all ready for the verse?" It was like, like
Yo,
we still.
You
but
thought
It's gonna take as long as last time. Last time we were just,
but
No,
last time we were just talking about it. Wasn't even like we weren't like we were like struggling to figure out like the verses. Like
I think
I
it's
remember
because
that.
we're still getting to know each other as well, so we all
Yeah.
still have so much to talk about for our own perspectives and stuff. So it's like
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like
Yeah.
we're giving so much for ourselves, and then like throwing like 4 hour long podcasts for these people to listen to, and it's a lot. But who's trying to get my
It is a
attention?
lot.
Yeah, Austin, I got a question.
What's up, Chris?
You would talk. I don't. If I recall, you like Cure User, right?
Oh yeah, that's my favorite season.
It's your favorite season?
Mhm.
Or like, cause I was gonna say that part, but back to the whole my best friend's older brother that passed away, right?
Yeah.
Like he passed away from cancer, and while he was sick, right, I got him into Super Sentai and stuff. And
Oh, that's cool.
his first and his favorite at the moment was Cure User, right? And I would
Ooh.
always like because he was still one of my best friends, but he wasn't like very talkative with me. I was more talkative with his other brother. You know what I mean? But he was
Yeah.
so cool to me because he's like my age now, but that was when I was really young. And I was like, bro, this kid is like so much older than me. He still likes he likes Toku, he likes Dragon Ball. Like I want to be still a nerd and be cool at the same time. You know
Like,
what I
I
mean?
want to
Like
be just like him.
like I
Yeah.
looked up to him and stuff, and I was like, bro, he likes Toku and he likes anime, but I'm like, bro, I want to be cool. But like, I never watched Kyoryuger, and that was like the one season that I
Oh no.
remember him watching it, and I've always wanted to watch it, and I just wanted like someone to tell me if it's like to watch it because that's one of the
I
reasons
was
why I still watch Super Sentai Tokusatsu is to remember
yeah.
him,
I
and
will say
I want to get closer to that, you know?
yeah. I will say this. I'm like as much as I love Kyoryuger, it
Mhm.
does definitely have some flaws. Like anything that I
Yeah.
love, I will never like deny the existence of its flaws. But at the end of because I mean, I watch Power Rangers. Power Rangers is very flawed.
Oh
But like
yeah.
at the end of the day, flaws and all, I still love it so much. And the same with Kyoryuger. So I could go on for like so much about how entertaining and like fun and like loud it is, and loud in a good way, especially because of
It
the Red
is
Ranger.
loud.
I will say this: Kyoryuger definitely does like focus a lot on the Red Ranger. Not like every episode he does, but like he does like he just happens to take the spotlight a lot because
Yeah.
but he's the type of Red Ranger where, like because he's so like energetic and helpful and friendly, but not in the super loud I'm a kid type of way. He just kind of got that. He just kind of has that vibe that you want to be around him.
I
It's sort of like it's like a louder version of Wes from Time Force, and with more hair.
Yeah.
Except that he doesn't have like a, I guess, second leader to clash with. And Chris, I don't know if how often or if you even do listen to tokusatsu music normally, but
That soundtrack
Kyoryuger,
is fire.
Bro, that Time
Mm.
Ranger soundtrack, I listen to that every week.
I need to listen
Yeah.
to more of Time Ranger's music, but Time Ranger's theme song definitely grew on me when I was in high school, and then Time Fire's theme song,
Time
those first few seconds,
fire.
I don't know if I'm gonna. Those first few seconds are worthy of a ringtone in itself.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
Oh, who had the as their phone ringtone? And you know I did.
Oh, I did.
I had that.
definitely did.
Yo, I had that
didn't.
as my I had that as my notifications
Like when I
sound
had a
for a bit.
track
I had
phone, bro.
Yo, you know what's crazy? So y'all remember that first teaser trailer for the Power Rangers reboot that came out in like late 2016?
Mm-hmm.
yep.
Like that didn't even show the suits.
I
Like
was
Yeah.
at
when
that
when
Comic
that
Con.
teaser was first revealed, that on YouTube, those first few seconds before the teaser even started, it had that like deep, ominous doon 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 doon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I had that in my
Yep.
text ringtone for a while.
Y'all want to know a fun fact though? I was actually in that Comic Con room when they first showed the trailer.
Oh, that's
Stop
crazy.
lying.
Yo,
Stop lying.
That ass. I
is
went
there
to
any
that. I went
film?
to that Comic
Where's
Con.
the film? Where's the film?
Yo, where's the footage?
Bro, that film is like in my iPhone 5 at that point.
Bro,
Video
see,
or it didn't happen.
You gotta pull that out.
Yeah, the guy said iPhone 4. Yeah, that's true. He wasn't there.
Right.
Nah. I was definitely there. All jokes aside, I was there. That was my actual first Comic-Con.
Bro, I need to go to a
And
con in general.
huh?
I
I
need
went
to
to
go
like
to a con in general. I haven't been to no con. The
I'm
only
in New
thing that's
York. Why
close
wouldn't
to
I
it,
go?
I mean, yeah. The only thing close to it, I
That
don't
was
know if
New
y'all
York Comic Con.
saw it. I got a photo with the White Ranger and the Green Ranger, and it was like at a festival. I don't even know why they were there. They were handing out
Well, that's the
JDF
thing, though.
like business cards. I'm like JDF. I'm like, what the heck?
We couldn't even get a picture with the cast. Like most of us, they wouldn't even let us know on that.
Damn.
The cast. This is what happened. The cast showed up, right? They talked for a few. They showed the trailer, and they got up out of there. I heard
He
some
got up
people.
and dipped.
I heard some people got pictures like, I guess behind this, like behind the stage and shit. But like they weren't giving us pictures or nothing. Really, we weren't even supposed to have our phones. I was able to bring my phone just because like I didn't even know like they was taking phones. Like I already had my phone with me. And then
He's
there
like
was like,
Andros.
because what happened was they said they were showing the trailer, and they said we was only gonna see it. They didn't say it was going online. They were like the trailer exclusively for you guys, no recording, blah blah blah.
And you
And
recorded.
then I was like, all right, whatever, because I was like, fuck it, I get to see it. But then they just dropped the trailer. Like the trailer got leaked online, like I guess an hour after or some shit. So then they just officially dropped it. But I don't think the trailer was supposed to come out that day. Fun
Oh, I
fact.
see what you mean.
Behind the scenes fact for you. Yeah, because I guess they're supposed to only show it to us, and like no one was supposed to record it. But then like someone leaked it, and they just dropped it.
Was it you, Jay?
Whack.
Nah, I ain't even recorded, bro. I was too scared to take my phone out. I was young.
Oh, sure. Blame the black guy.
There was honestly, I'm not gonna lie though. I was looking at some people. Some people recorded that shit. I wasn't gonna be one of them.
He was like, ooh.
I'm telling.
Exactly. Ooh,
That
I'm
was
telling.
He's like, I'm about to get some free pictures.
that was a dope ass Comic-Con though. I remember like
Jay was about to become the Power Ranger 6'9".
I don't know if y'all remember though. That year was hype though. Like we were gearing up for like Civil War and shit. That was a good
Oh
ass year.
yeah, bro.
2016 was a
Yeah.
very hype
Spider-Man
year.
joining the
It was
MCU in
okay.
Civil War.
2016 was a hype year / sad year at the
Batman
same
vs
time too.
Superman. Before we seen the movie, I meant.
You know, I still haven't finished that movie. I watched the first 30 minutes of it like a few years ago, and I never finished it.
What movie?
Watch the director's cut.
What movie?
BVS.
Yeah, the 4-hour director.
I remember leaving mad as shit.
Hold on, let's not
I
let's not
remember
delve,
leaving mad
Let's
as
not
shit.
get into this conversation, please.
let's not delve into DC so much because
I'm like,
then
they
y'all
got the
gonna go on
same
a minute
name?
and then I won't even be part of this conversation.
Let's not get into that conversation, please.
All right,
Yo, but anyway, can we wrap this up? Because I feel like there's no
this versus.
Yeah,
All
we
right,
should.
so
Let's hurry up and do the verses.
Austin, you are the moderator for this, but real quick,
Yeah,
have you seen the past episodes?
past few episodes of what?
Time for Toku. Have you
Well,
seen
I
our
was
past
in
episodes?
one of the last episodes, so I know I've
So I was
seen
gonna
that
say,
one.
do you know what Tanera normally does when it comes to the verses?
Yeah, I was about to ask you. Well, I was about to
All
ask
right,
you
so
to, like give me a crash course before we started, but
all right, listen. So
I'll
Tanera
do
is
it.
a little extra. He goes off agility, weapons, and shit. We're not gonna do all that. We're gonna do straight up how we did it in episode 1 and 2.
Bro, that's why
We're
it
gonna
took
do
so
what
long the other day, bro. Because we were
I
like,
was gonna
we don't
say.
even remember this shit.
Yeah, I
That's
was
what
like,
I'm saying. We're gonna.
I'm sorry, I don't remember the biggest hit Dylan took. I watch it a lot, but I don't.
y'all
not.
were diving into the
And then y'all
physics of
wanted to
Dylan.
compare a blast with gravity, and I was like, what?
What?
Okay, we didn't do
Bro,
that.
all I'm saying
We
is
didn't do
there's a
that last time I
reason.
was here.
There's a reason why I've been silent the past few verses. I don't even know what the fuck weapons they have. Or
Yeah,
like,
we didn't.
what's the biggest
We
hit
didn't do.
they took? I'm like, I don't know this shit. Like,
Bro, I
remember?
was talking out of my ass.
Yeah, we didn't do that. We didn't do that gravity thing last time I was here. It was just the reason why Master Org would definitely beat Rancic in a fight. Do you agree, Chelsea?
What?
That's the Oregon Rancic.
That was me. I was on your team, man.
I don't know about that one, Chief. Rancic all day.
I was just asking Chelsea because she wasn't part of this, and then I just want to see who she would side with. Who do you
I
think?
just laugh. I just laugh at the way how Chelsea was just like, what?
I wasn't quite sure what the question was.
Okay, so like,
She wasn't there for that episode.
Who you
yeah,
got,
I
Ramsey
know.
or
I know.
Dr.
That's
or
why I was
Mr.
asking
Org?
her. I wanted to see what she thought. So
I
like,
definitely think
was-
it would be Ramzik.
Thank you.
oh, we got
Thank you.
issues. We got
There
issues.
you go. There you go.
Ranzik won anyway, so it don't matter.
Okay, listen.
I think
Maybe
Org
the
would
one-
win
reason-
because that
Oh.
big
here's-
thing is the cheat code.
Okay, we're not gonna get into that because. But let's continue.
Anyways, though.
Yeah.
So listen,
keep
we're gonna
explaining to me,
do
Jay.
how we did when I was a moderator, the first 2 episodes, where
Oh,
we just
awesome.
You
gonna
just do it.
we just gonna shoot the shit. We're gonna talk about it. But listen, all I'm saying
All
is
right,
though,
who here don't know who's be fighting who?
Ethan versus I
Bill.
forgot.
Ethan
Billy.
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 Billy, bro.
Oh hell no! Wait, Ethan versus Billy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's the reason why I came on.
Who on Billy's side right now?
Because
I'm on team Ethan. So
Nah. I want to hear who's on Billy's side.
I'm on Team Billy's side.
Can I
You know
be the
why?
moderator?
Because I got
Just
a
you?
theory. He's the Phantom Ranger.
God damn
That's
it.
not
Can
confirmed.
you
You
fight
still
with
on
the
Billy's side?
theories?
listen.
No, it's on soft.
We all know the Phantom Ranger is Chip Lynn, so quit lying to yourself, man.
Oh shit, never mind.
We all know it's Largo.
Oh my god.
Okay, get the
Largo.
heck out
Can
of
you
here. You mean it's
imagine?
not Alpha 6?
It's Alpha 7. Dun, dun, dun. All right, real quick though.
The Alpha
Who's
10.
Team Billy besides Chris?
No, I'm not even Team Billy. I'm being real.
I was about to say this was a dumb matchup because no one's gonna fight with Billy. Who the fuck? Billy's
Hey.
not
Well,
the
no,
best on his team.
Okay, if nobody's gonna pick a side, I'll pick the sides for y'all.
It doesn't
Oh,
matter.
no,
You
no,
can't
no,
do
Or
no,
we
anything
can
no,
do a
first.
No,
different
bro.
matchup.
Wait. You say you're gonna pick the sides for us? I'm
Yeah,
shit.
Billy's an old man, right?
And then y'all do y'all's best to think about why
You
one's
crazy? You think I'm going for Billy, bro? I'm throw in this towel if you put me
Bro,
on. Billy.
isn't Billy an old man now, bro?
I'm gonna tell you why Billy gonna lose if I'm on
Look,
Billy.
No,
Billy-
Billy's a man now.
Hey, but Jay, listen, I was about to put you and B Dubs with siding with Ethan anyway, so
I was about to say if I'm Team Billy, I'm gonna tell you why Billy gonna lose. I'm gonna help the other team.
at least
Dude's gonna be like that one guy who's like, well, Merrick is not the best Sixth Ranger,
Oh my
but
god, that is so funny.
No, literally,
I
bro.
know how
Every
to do
time
that guy's
we
argument
do a
for him.
versus, the team I'm not on, they always like jeopardize the other team. Like, who was it? Who was like, who's Scott? They already
Yeah,
lost
Scott.
after that. And then was it Mr. Awesome who was like, well, Merrick is
No,
not the
that
best
was
on his team.
No, that wasn't me. That was
That
Jacob.
guy, Caillou.
That was Jacob. Yeah, he was like, well, Merrick's not the best on his team. All right, you lost right.
yeah, that annoyed me. I'm
All I
like,
did was
bro.
help
Bro,
his
I
argument
almost
for
messed it
him.
up for Jared, bro. I said something.
Can I actually be the moderator for this? I'm pretty
Nah.
undecided.
no,
I was gonna
can't
say,
pick sides for
honestly,
this.
we don't even need a moderator though. We can just shoot the shit and just get it over with.
Oh, dude, all right.
So basically, it's gonna be a shit on Billy Fest.
All right.
Pretty much.
Are we still doing Billy? We can switch it out for another Ranger real quick.
Do switch it.
I wanna be
Ethan
a mod.
versus who?
Billy.
Shelby.
Ooh.
Shelby.
Ooh.
Wanna do
Finally, a
that?
lady.
Ethan versus Shelby.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Alright.
that,
All right,
Ooh,
let's
Pretty
go
even
then.
side.
Okay,
I'll
this
be Ethan,
Oh wait,
bro.
for the record though, I came up with that matchup for episode 3, and y'all shot my shit down. I would never forget. But let's continue.
hey, if it makes you feel better, I'm here for episode 3.
Huh?
I said if it makes you feel any better, I wasn't here for episode 3.
I wasn't
Down.
I
either.
know.
I
But
wasn't
y'all
even
was
there.
like, that's a bad idea. Let's do. No, it's the one that y'all picked. Who was episode 3 versus?
I don't. Am I supposed to remember that?
Bro, I wasn't
RJ?
even
Was that
relevant
RJ's
until
or no?
Twitter.
Oh,
No,
was
that
it
was not.
RJ?
Wasn't it the Wes and Eric versus the Thunder Ranger one? I
The
think that
one
was
we
like my
lost?
guess.
The
I-
lost
yeah, I think that-
episode.
No,
Yeah,
that
the
was the
lost
lost
episode.
episode.
Lost episode.
We lost an
Yeah.
episode. It was tragic.
Yeah, my
Uh,
debut episode was the lost episode apparently.
Literally lost.
Oh yeah, no, that's because I left and it was too late. Like once I leave, Craig just like can't recover.
Shut
from
off.
that. He's
We
like,
will
you
forever
invited me. Should I
remember
stop
you.
recording?
I was just saying, we'll forever remember that beautiful versus.
I won't
Yeah.
because I wasn't there. Next.
Oh, it was beautiful.
Man,
was
That
a
was
great one.
beautiful.
but Ethan and Shelby, that would have been another reason I would have been moderator. That was a little difficult for me.
I want to be a moderator. Come on.
Dang,
No.
you put Ethan against my wife? Why you
I
I was
gonna
gonna
do
say,
that?
We
if
already
that's your
decided
wife, then fight for
one.
her because I'm Ethan. I'm
I'm
destroying.
Ethan because I don't remember Dino Charge.
Who said Ethan? All right, Chris. All right, Austin, you're Shelby, right?
I don't know.
Chelsea, are you
I want to
Shelby?
go with Ethan.
I'll go Shelby.
Because
But
you're a woman? No, I'm joking. What you said, though?
Okay,
Hey, I
five.
suggested Madison and Tori, and somehow they lost to Billy and Ethan.
Wait, what?
I
You
mean,
know what? Screw it.
that's
Screw it. I
another
love
Shane
Shelby.
and Connor situation, though, where we like already seen it play out.
Look, I love Shelby, so I think I'm gonna go with Team Shelby.
Okay, Austin for Shelby. We got Chelsea for Shelby. Who else is Shelby? Only Shelby's.
I'm going
Speak
with
up.
Ethan.
Only Shelby. Speak up.
He said only Shelby.
Only
Ethan.
I want to make sure it's not one-sided.
I'm
Uh,
on
Mr.
Team
Austin?
Shelby. I'm on Team Shelby.
Mr. Austin, are
I'll
you
go
still
with
here?
Ethan.
All right,
Okay.
fuck it. I'm Shelby. I'm Shelby then.
Just being quiet.
So am I the only one that's for Ethan?
I'm
No.
here.
Yeah,
I'm here.
everyone else is
Ethan.
Ethan. No one spoke up for Shelby.
I'm not. I'm even sided. I'm even.
You can't be even.
Sided.
Even.
Shelby's
Alright.
the moderator.
We need people to fight. We
If
don't
it-
need a moderator. We're just going at it.
It's
I'm the
me
host.
versus the
That's
six.
all we
Okay,
need
then.
now.
To even it out, then I'll go back to being moderator since it's
I'll be the
3-3.
moderator.
But I'm
We got
already
two
a
moderators?
moderator.
I think I'd be the moderator.
We
He's
don't
the
need.
interpreter.
Here's the thing. Listen, we don't need a moderator. We're not doing that back and
True.
forth. We're just
Shoot, you're right. All right.
Wait,
No
we're not
moderator.
doing weapons and agilities and stuff.
No
That's
moderator.
We do simple shit like
Going
character and
at it.
being ass.
we get one
Just be like,
episode. Listen, y'all gotta understand. We get one episode to get rid of it. Let's take advantage of it.
All right,
when
then.
Tanera comes back, we're back to it.
All right, then let me start with this. Shelby could talk some mess. She could
Okay.
talk some trash.
Wait,
But
wait.
Ethan-
We gotta see who's team who real quick. Austin, you're Shelby.
Okay. I'm Ethan.
Blackwing, who are you?
Ethan.
I'm Team Shelby.
Chris, who are you?
Ethan.
All right, Chris.
Mr. Awesome, who are you?
Okay, look like Shelby.
Chelsea, Shelby.
Shelby.
So Tenkai, you're Ethan. Did
I'm
you even it out?
even. I'm a moderator.
You're
All right,
Ethan?
Let me
We're
the
not moderating this mess.
We're not
I
moderating.
won't do the weird stuff. I promise. I'll make this. It'll be like the old
Just
style. I'm
listen.
just gonna comment.
This is you weren't here, so you
Nope.
don't know what it's like. But we get to finally not have a moderator, and it feels good. Don't
You could
ruin
just
it.
throw points to both sides if you want to.
Okay, you'll just pick who won at the end. All right.
Okay, I'll do that.
And I
Make
mean-
it like this is gonna be like wilding out.
So you mean to tell me this is 4 against 2?
No, I'm
No,
team.
this
I'm,
is-
I'm team Ethan. Then I thought Tenkai was gonna be Ethan. I can join Ethan.
He
All right.
wants to be mutual.
All right. So
Yeah.
Shelby, you guys go first.
All
Right, so
Shelby.
Shelby's not moderated. How are we doing that?
Go ahead, Chelsea. Let it rip.
Well, like he started saying, Shelby's sass alone. Kick ass.
Hey, I didn't even finish my sentence. Yeah.
Go ahead and finish it.
Listen, Shelby could talk some trash, but
Mhm.
Ethan will destroy you with his words. He will make you. He will
Oh my gosh, yes.
rile you up to the fact where you want to swing.
Yeah,
Might
but
I
Shelby,
refer-
man, she stood up to Kendall.
Nah. She could. Shelby could just talk back. Ethan could talk.
Oh.
Might I refer to you to the Bully for Ethan episode? Do you
Uh-huh.
remember
But isn't
Yup, I was
Ethan's
just
Y'all know what I'm talking about
right now.
made weapon a shield?
saying, "Listen, geek,
We
I can
not
aim
doing
wherever I
weapons.
want."
We just chatting.
Homie said,
Hey,
"I can
we
aim
need-
wherever I want."
Hey, we're
He
putting
said,
everything on the
"Obviously,
table here.
anywhere
No, I'm
except
about to say
for
no. Y'all
net."
can name weapons. We're just not gonna
No.
do everyone.
I didn't even know y'all were talking. I'm
weapons.
sorry.
If you remember a weapon, then you can like go for it. Just like we're not moderating it. Like you can do
Man.
weapons or not weapons. It's up to everyone. Pick wherever you want to win.
Man, I didn't even realize y'all were talking. I'm sorry.
Not go ahead. My bad. I just want to throw that out there. You good?
Yeah, it's just that Bully for
Man.
Ethan episode is the perfect example on like just how they talk alone because Ethan goes for blood whenever he talks trash like that. I mean, since day one, the way he used to talk to Connor when they didn't get along, saying he was just gonna be on the curbside picking up trash, missing his soccer career that he never succeeded at. You gonna go after a man's future like that? I can't see Shelby saying something like that, no matter how mad she is.
I was about to say if we talking fighting, though, words ain't gonna mean much.
Fighting?
Ethan, wait, are you Austin
About
Ethan, right?
intelligence.
Wait, what?
I forgot what team he was on. That's all I was asking.
Ethan.
I'm on
Ethan.
Ethan.
Okay, so Ethan's going first. Got it. All right, go ahead.
That's all I got to say for now.
All right, I'll hop in. First of all, Shelby, Ethan would destroy your shit. I'm sorry. Ethan also, if Ethan can go hand-to-hand combat with Dustin, bro, an actual ninja.
Oh, yes.
Then Shelby's definitely in trouble. And first of all, Shelby can talk as much trash as she wants. She can build as much dinosaurs as she wants. It ain't gonna mean nothing in hand-to-hand combat. Because I'm sorry, but Shelby can't fight.
Yeah, Shelby specializes in kicking, but that's just about it.
She can't fight. She tries to look pretty when she's fighting, if anything. I know we blame a Sentai, but it's still a battle. She can't fight. The only thing she's good at is being the quote-unquote smart girl. What was she trying to go for? Like, I'm an independent woman. That's the thing she was going for. Like, I don't
miss anything, did I?
That's why I
I mean,
love her.
She proved that wrong. That's what I'm saying. She's good at being that. But hand-to-hand combat, I'm sorry, Ethan will wash her. Ethan been a ranger longer. Ethan got one punch would break her jaw.
Ethan's
not seen his hands? Like
Ethan's literally got them hands.
Ethan, what else Ethan got? Ethan got the whole not the battle but the try. What's that?
Super Dino mode.
Yeah, Super Dino mode. Shelby, what she got? The little one arm thing. Missing me.
Oh, they technically have Dino armor.
Spike. Yeah, one arm.
Dino Steel.
both arms.
Dino
Yeah,
Steel
Dino Steel armor on.
Yeah, but that's it.
Dino Steel armor on.
And let's go back to the argument that we made.
All he can do is defend against her drill with his shield.
No, he could still attack with that shield. Have you
Okay,
seen?
Plus,
with
you
the drill.
have access to everyone else's
Wait.
arsenal on her.
Okay,
Hold
have you
on.
seen him swing? Have you seen him swing
Oh.
that shield around though?
Yeah, he has
Yeah,
like
but
one
have
little
you seen that
sharp
drill?
Yeah,
bar,
but
and
have
he's
you
able to
seen
hit
them actually
every
using
time.
them
That
more than a
drill?
couple episodes?
That drill goes through the ground.
Yeah, I've
The
seen that.
ground.
Look, listen, Chelsea.
Yeah.
I've seen that
Guys.
drill, and that's why she compensates with her smart mind.
Bro, Shelby couldn't even save her planet, bro. Like, come on now.
Guys,
On
wait.
top of that,
Shelby went to. Shelby
have
actually met
an
a
argument
Triceratops.
I need to say.
And actually build.
Wait,
Okay, but
a
think
fort?
about this.
wait. You know how smart Ethan is? Doesn't he
No,
build stuff for SPD?
Guys,
Doesn't
So
he
I
have
want
to
to get
build his
into
own?
that, but
No, he made the software that SPD uses.
Yep, that's how
Yeah, but
smart
Shelby
he is.
created a whole ass dinosaur.
There
Dinosaur.
you
you don't
go.
think Ethan
Shelby
can do
made a
that?
whole
Yeah.
Zord.
Yeah,
think
but
Ethan
she
can
still
do
had
that?
Keeper's help with her.
In fact, Ethan's probably
That
the
wasn't
most unique
Keeper.
weapon. It's his
It was
motorcycle.
Benowig.
And he
Ethan
didn't
probably
build
can build a whole Megazord. Let's be honest.
First of
Guilty
all,
can't deal
also
shit.
Like Shelby couldn't.
Shelby
No.
came up with the idea of the E Tracer. How about that?
Yeah.
hold on.
Hercules,
No, it's-
Hercules. What
wait.
else?
Okay,
What you
All I'm
got?
saying
Dino
is-
freaking had like 3 geniuses. Not
Hold
one,
on.
3.
3.
Guys,
My boy
Yeah, but Miss
Ethan be
Kendall
out
barely
here.
did anything.
Hey, 10 guys trying to talk.
yes, thank you. So
Okay,
I know.
okay. I said, go
I know,
ahead.
I know you guys don't like the whole moderator thing, but I do need to bring up something that's actually pretty important for this. So
Yeah.
I do think that we need to judge the technique of Ethan and Shelby. So like we need to judge the way that they move during fight scenes, like how like
Don't
like
nobody
how
pay
close of
attention
a
to
Bro, you want me to pull up
no, I'm
clips?
kidding. I'm kidding.
I see what you mean. So,
Shelby a whole queen.
I mean,
That's how
we
she
kinda-
moves.
Nah, we kind of glossed over it, but for the most part, the way Ethan fights, it kind of works as both defensive and offensive, especially for his forearms and hands, because he can block. I mean, Shelby mainly specializes in kicking, like I said before, but Ethan, you literally uses his
Insane.
arms for both defending and attacking, so he can block off those kicks.
Defending
Hell, he could
heavily
probably-
because he was
He
a
could block
former
off one.
victim.
He could block off the kick with one arm and then swing with the other.
Yup.
You
Simple
know I
as that.
love you, Tricera a lot.
Shelby got the
I
charisma.
know that you love me too.
It's all that
lost based
charisma
off
and
of
all
that
that sass. It makes up all of Shelby.
Shelby couldn't even stand up for
also-
herself when her friend took the
Also,
song.
let me point out that Ethan doesn't have a best friend that is trying to be sly and trying to take the credit of the Power Ranger.
Listen, Shelby couldn't even stand up for herself in that episode. How you gonna be a ranger?
That's because Shelby's nice.
Oh,
Shelby's
you can't
too
win
sweet.
a fight being nice.
Yeah, you can. So how do you? She turned Heckle good.
Pretty
by
much.
being nice.
And Heckle was simping. Let's be honest.
Nah.
Yeah, okay,
Nah,
but
nah. If Heckle was that simple, then Tyler would have turned him around.
Honestly,
Because like all you need to do is be around Tyler, and you're in a good enough mood for the day.
honestly, I don't think Heckle's even on her team. If y'all know what I mean. I think
right?
Heckle's looking at Riley.
We got you.
Hey, that's his business.
That's
I
a narrow
was doing too much. Nah, let's go back to fight.
What he and Snide do, that's their business.
Don't
Yeah.
get offended.
Yeah,
Good
fight.
idea. Don't.
Punch from Ethan would break her jaw. Literally. Like, I don't think. And if you want to do a more fight sequence, bro, I feel like Ethan just got. Ethan's season alone has better action sequences. Like, Shelby barely have unmore fights. She
Yeah,
barely.
they wanted more. I feel like we need to start matching up seasons' qualities because it's really hard to fight when they don't give us.
What do you
good
think of
enough
Quinn,
material.
though?
Yeah, Ethan's like, to put it on both a literal and meta term, Ethan's got that Koichi Sakamoto level of fighting.
Pretty much.
Because they gave it to him. The Disney era was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to fight.
Bring it
And
back.
Any season
Bring it.
that has Koichi Sakamoto directing the fighting like that, it's beautiful. Even the lower quality seasons.
Go.
our Operation Overdrive.
Yeah,
Operation Overdrive had good fight scenes.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
I
I thought you were
forgot.
like asking. That's what I was. Okay, I got you.
That should. I mean, well, this is off topic, but that just adds to my argument where there's good stuff out of every season, even the bad ones.
Oh no, I was agreeing with you. Like seasons, but
Oh, yeah,
I can understand
yeah.
if Operation Overdrive is in anyone's
All
top
right.
5.
Yeah, no, I was just getting off topic.
But that's not. But continue. Shelby, you got any points you want to bring up?
She has
I know
the
it's hard.
arsenal of her entire team at her disposal.
They do.
I pretty much said her whole piece.
I will
if
give
I'm
Shelby.
being frank.
I will give Shelby this. She does have that Dino Charge morpher.
What that mean?
It's
Compared
a gun.
to
Does it have a gun?
compared to he
Ethan
does.
gun turned to a
But
sword.
compared to the
Yeah, but he
compared to
never they barely use it.
yeah, but
It's
like
still
this.
there for him to use.
But
though.
listen, this is what I'm saying. Especially compared to the Thundermax Saber, which is both the sword and a gun, it's not as, I guess, as efficient as the Dino Charge morpher, because not only is that her morpher, but it's also a blaster that she can use as a finisher, as 2 different types of finishers, and then she also has a separate sword with that.
Hey, Connor was serving Trent shit up with that weapon. He was slashing.
Connor.
Yeah, but Ethan doesn't have the best shield on his own team.
I'm just saying, Ethan has the same weapon Connor has, and Connor was using it against Trent, and it worked effectively.
Yeah.
For the most part. So,
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
we can still use that against Shelby.
Shelby does have more Shelby does technically have more weapons than
Ethan.
And
does.
it's good to mention
Unless
that
you
she
count
morphs really fast. Like Dino Charge Rangers, you be morphing off of one punch.
No, I
That
mean,
was like a Neo Saban thing.
well, this is
I know.
yeah,
So,
well,
I
this
gotta
is
point
more
it
of
out.
this is just more of a lore thing in general. They almost every single Power Ranger morphs at the exact same speed. It's just the rest of that is just for show.
You know
That
what?
demorphing, though,
They really
I
gotta
can't
get into the lore of whether the Energems or the Dino Gems were stronger.
Because think about this. Sorry, I don't mean
like
to
the
cut
Dino
you off,
Gems are.
Chelsea.
I don't know. I feel like the Energems are. The Energems time travel.
I mean, the Energems can
Yup.
only make you stay on. They don't give you special powers.
That's what I'm saying. Like the Energems do more, but the Dino Gems just make you stronger. I feel like.
Yeah, but you still
No,
age.
if the Energems gave them powers, that would have been dope.
That's what I'm saying. Like the Energems can do more, like time travel and turn
Okay,
dinosaurs to live forever and rain.
The Energems, yeah, the Energems did stop them from aging.
But
So
the Energem, and the time travel for the Energems, that's only when all 10 of them are together.
And literally with them Energems, it took 3 Rangers to move a Jeep. I ain't forget that. Remember that?
yeah, but they threw that Jeep pretty high.
It took 3 of them to do it though. Dino Thunder, 1 Ranger can do that.
I still go by they don't age. So
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the Energems, you can do more,
well,
but it's not more powerful.
In terms of aging, though, I mean, look at Tommy. Age doesn't really do anything.
Age is
That's
but a
that
number.
Native American blood.
Age is but a number. Just like that check that you get for coming back every time.
Yeah, but like, are they
Yeah, but
still
he's
bonded
been
to their
acting
energems? Like,
since
so are they still
what? Like
18?
teenage years? I mean, how old was he when he
No,
got
I
back
think
his
it's just
dino
that.
powers?
I think it's more of your body stops aging as opposed to you yourself stop aging.
I don't know.
Like
Ask
your body
Coda.
doesn't. Like
Yeah,
your
so
body doesn't.
biologically, they're still 18, right?
No, like your body doesn't. Your body itself doesn't like physically change as if you're getting older. Like you're actually getting older yourself, just not your body. If that makes sense.
So I
No.
guess that explains why Miss Kendall
It's
is
like
like
think about let me put it this way. You're like 50 something years old and you still have that energem. You're still like 50 something years old, but you don't have a terrible back you don't have a terrible back like you would at that age.
I don't know. Shelby did say, wait, I'll stay 18? This crop has some great benefits.
Hey, real quick, how did Miss
I
Kendall
thought it was
know
like a
about the Immigrants?
I thought it was like a doctor thing.
I think Keeper came to her. He found her somehow or something.
He was
Nah.
He's like,
See, that's
I
what I'm
like
saying.
her.
The lore, I think it would be interesting to explore the lore of Dino Charge because like they told us how Coda became a ranger, but they never explained like Chase doing the solo ranger thing because he was the only ranger for like a long time fighting Fury. And I think that would be so cool to have seen.
Well, Coda was before Chase, I thought.
No, technically Chase was the first. Coda was still frozen.
Coda just got his energem before Chase, since it was when
I
his time
forgot that
period.
flashback. Yeah.
But he was frozen, so Chase was the first ranger.
Yeah.
That's sad that your only Ranger is Chase. He's not even that great.
Chase, what are you talking about?
Shut your mouth.
Yeah,
No,
Chase is
Chase,
great.
hold on.
Sir,
Chase had
you need
good
a timeout.
development, but he wasn't great at
No, we don't want to get hurt by those Chase stands or fangirls.
Go sit in the corner.
Chase is the hot shot.
Jay, you're about to get canceled again.
I'm the hot
Chase
shot, remember?
got better. He wasn't all that great at first. He had development.
Yeah, you're absolutely
They
right.
gave him development pretty early on though, because he had 3 episodes in a row.
Well, the biggest episodes of actual development that he had were just the episodes that he had with Shelby and her getting tickets for that band, and then him and his girlfriend in the next season. Everything else, it was just more of us finding out more about him, like with that witch woman that gave him the energem. It's not like him developing as a character. We just found out like how he became a ranger, and then
the lady of black magic.
Right.
Yeah, and then
He
that
deserved.
and then that next episode, it was like sort of the same thing. He didn't really develop. He didn't really need development at all. We just needed to find out more about him and like why he does things the way he does.
But then they stopped. Like he deserved more development because I totally want to know about him being the only ranger. Like they knew about Fury. They were like, well, that's not Fury.
I think at that point, I see what you mean. But I think the only answer I have for that is just like sort of the same thing as Tyler's dad. Like as soon as he bonded with the energem, Fury's like, "What's up, motherfucker? What you got? You got them hands? Let's go. Give me that."
Exactly. I want to see that. They gave it to Tyler's dad. They gave Coda, a little more backstory, but Chase they just dropped.
The first 8 episodes of the first 10 episodes of Dino Charge was the best thing Neil Saban ever done. Like the acting, the quality, everything. If this season stayed that way, bruh, it can be better than
I would.
Well, I'd say that that entire first season of Dino Charge was the best.
The first season was pretty good.
I was gonna say no, I know, but for me, like it fell off towards the end.
But the
I'm
first
still
10
thinking
but
like
the
first 10. Like
but I
once
do agree,
Ivan
the first
came,
10 was at its best.
That's what I'm saying. Like once Ivan joined and became normal, it slowed down a bit. But
Yeah.
like I say,
That's
episode
when I
like
stopped
1 through
watching.
10 was amazing. Even the episode where Ivan first got introduced, that was great too. The whole Fury fell off. Everyone fell off.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
But like the thing is though, like even the acting was great. Like when the first episode happened, and then you get like the backstory, plus you get some kind of fight scene, and then like the second episode where you get the whole morph, and then you get an actor, like you actually feel like low-key scared for they make Sledge and Fury sound more powerful than they really were, especially the way because you can see Chase as like this cool guy who's not scared or nothing, but like once he's talking to Tyler about Fury and shit, he sounded scared as shit, and I was watching that shit and I was like, yo, this dude is badass. It's crazy.
Even
know
Wrench was more powerful. Wrench, Poisandra, all of them had more power, and then they.
Oh yeah, their first fight with the Rangers, one punch demorphed everyone. I remember that.
Oh, I
And
thought that was because they were still new.
I don't know, but Ice Age had this dark, deep voice in that first episode, and then they gave him this like high
Yeah,
pitched thing, and I was like, "What? What did he do?"
Who?
yeah, I noticed that too.
Who?
Ice Age.
Oh,
the
Ice Age.
ice
Oh
dude.
yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
first monster they fought had this deep voice in the first episode, and then it was high pitched after that. And it was like,
Yeah.
okay,
That was
he's
weird.
not scary anymore.
I do like how that fight in the second episode though was just one big Ford commercial.
It was great.
Because like they had established like who all 5 of them were at that time, so they're like, okay, now we can show you what all we're trying to sell. Buy this, bring this together, buy this. This is sold separately. You can get this as a figure. Explosion.
Okay,
Hey,
each sold
there's
separately.
I
Coming up
loved all those
later.
formations, though. Oh my god, all the formations for the Megazord.
Oh yes, that's still one of my favorites.
Dino Charge, Megazord, Pararaptor formation.
See, I feel like if we did Megazord battles, their Megazords would probably kick some butt.
Oh yeah, that, if we include like
I
if
was
we
gonna ask
just
that.
include the arm swapping gimmick, then I think them alone would manage to defend themselves against other
Yeah,
Megazord combinations.
Yep.
exactly.
So anyway, are we ready to wrap this episode up?
Yes. So this
So
has been a
basically-
very special, a special extra episode for you guys for being such loyal, wonderful subscribers and sticking
My
around
throat
with
hurts.
us. And thank you to our special guest, Austin, for coming by.
Thanks for bringing me back.
Of course. We're just glad we didn't scare you off like everyone else.
Nah, not yet.
He's not
We
yet.
also
Not the
have-
way House Sentai scared him when he first tried to watch it.
Bro, don't worry, Austin. I remember those two. I was scarred too, man. Especially like
Dark-
Car Ranger Dabu, bro. He scared me the first like couple episodes.
Wait, who?
Like Dabu from like Car Ranger. I don't know if you
Oh,
watched it.
Dapu.
Dabu, my fault.
Kurumachiku.
Bro, he got me
Oh.
mad those first episodes. I was crying, bro.
He didn't scare me. I just thought he was weird because I was still getting into Super Sentai at the time, so I just wasn't used to what he looked like. And like it wasn't Alpha or wasn't Larago, so I'm like, you look weird to me.
Bro, I was crying when Diva Talks was abusing Larigo, bro.
Dude was wearing a basketball. No, I don't know what, a basketball jersey throughout the rest of the show.
Who? Oh yeah, Dapu.
I'm
Yeah.
like, where?
That
He
was
had that
amazing.
drip.
Wearing the backwards cap and everything too.
Yeah, bro.
Dude trying to be the new BJ.
Or
All right.
different-
We can save this for after the podcast. So we have
or how
You could, yo, this was hilarious. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook on Blackwing 2040. No space in between the Blackwing and the 2040. That's a common mistake. People forget that.
All right, we have Chris.
You can follow me on Twitter. I just hit 200 followers. Get my stuff up at Chris 2S's 26 DUES.
You can follow. Oh wait, what? I'm sorry, Miss Awesome.
All right. Have a good night and follow me on Twitter at _Mr. Awesome _.
And we have Chelsea,
I do not exist. Don't even look.
the queen of the podcast. On
That's-
Exist.
Was that supposed to be a reference to Princess Diaries?
To what?
Princess Diaries? Was that a reference?
I'm gonna pretend it was.
Why are you watching that?
Hey,
Why are you not
hey,
watching that?
Honestly.
exactly. Hey,
Because
I
have
just
to.
found out that
One of us.
Stan Lee made a cameo in the second
In the
movie.
second
I'm like,
one, yes.
I was
So
like,
is that an
how
MCU
did this
movie?
fly over? I was like, how did this fly over my head?
I love that. Every time I see it, I'm like, Stanley. Oh yeah, I knew that.
I'm surprised
I'm
nobody
like,
mentioned Stanley had
Excelsior.
potentially created Super Sentai. I'm surprised nobody.
And we have
mentioned
Oh
that.
yeah, I have a photo about that. Let me bring it up.
We'll talk about
And
that.
last but not least, we got our man Tenkai.
Tenkai. I meant Donald
Bless
Duck.
you.
My bad.
Donald Duck, everybody.
Gesundheit.
All
Thank
right.
you.
This is Jay Savage. You can find me at _ Common Writer Sucks. And you guys
Whoa!
have
Whoa,
a
whoa.
wonderful night.
And
Hey,
next
Whoa.
episode,
Hey, you sure you
Well,
won't be
next
back,
episode
Jay?
you'll
Podcast
see us
cancel,
kick him
man.
out. Next episode you'll see us kick him out. Goodbye, everybody.
Oh, that's 3 strikes, Jay.
3 strikes.
How are we supposed to
Got
record
this
without him?
cancel. You're not allowed to appear next episode.
That's
We
it.
literally